apologies.
Switched up protocols.
It's
tag stuff all in one
DNC.
message. All right.
Ooh, I see that we're live.
Phantasmagorical. All right, so we got about 12 minutes before we're supposed to start.
Woo!
Yay.
And the stream is going.
Welcome to the pregame show.
Where we sit around and talk about random crap that probably make people think we belong in a mental institution.
Never.
All right, so
I'm a firm believer.
So which one of you is Joe Buck and which one of you is that Troy Aikman?
References I don't understand.
I know if I was an NFL commentator, I would most likely be Terry Bradshaw.
I'm a nerd. I don't know shit about NFL stuff.
Me either. Terry Bradshaw. I don't know.
Oh, I'm definitely Madden.
Oh, dude, he was classic for like not knowing how to use the scribble pad, and he would like highlight the wrong person with the little scribble pad.
Oh well. I'm trying to avoid doing this too loudly with my son trying to sleep beneath me. So let's see when he takes the ball and he throws it to the guy in the end zone and he catches it, then it's a touchdown.
That's pretty good, actually.
I'm that new guy with the space in his teeth.
I don't even know.
Oh, wasn't? Didn't he after football go into the?
Oh, Strahan.
Yeah, Strahan, Michael Strahan.
He kind of looks like he doesn't belong. He just smiles and nods.
Dude, that gap is his signature.
I mean, is he like an injury or genetic defect?
It's just his teeth.
I mean, who needs field posts when you got that gap?
So what happened last week? Anybody? Not last week. Last game session. Been doing that all day.
Goram weeks ago.
You guys have any personal notes?
I mean, I remember everything. What do you want to know?
Nothing, I guess. I mean, if you remember everything, then going over it's pointless.
Does anybody else have questions?
What day is it?
Oh shit, that's actually a good point.
3rd of Eliant.
Oh,
you're correct.
One thing
I remember everything.
what
was the name of the lady who mugged you?
The lady who mugged us?
Yeah. Raylan?
Jalen.
Jalen.
Yeah. And what was different about her?
She was all skeletal. A sentient undead. A sentient undead.
Right on. How many medicine kits?
You only wanted 7 gold, like.
Currently 1?
Just 1?
I believe so. Unless we had another one given to us.
Silmir has his.
Steve?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Do you have a medical kit?
A medical kit? I should.
Yeah, med kits. You guys have 1. How many charges does it have left?
We needed to bring back Steve.
Silmir has 1 that has 9 charges.
Very nice.
Yeah, no, I did not.
Kalen, what is the name of your furbolg friend?
Starts with an O.
Where'd it go?
That rhymed.
Orvis.
Orvis is correct. All right, Rick.
Jeopardy.
Well, that's the wrong answer because you didn't say what is.
What was the name of the dumbass oracle you saved? I mean, fucking, I would not remember that probably either.
Did he tell us?
Huh.
I
thought
only
he
have
said
it
his
in my
name.
notes.
I think he said thanks and fucked off.
Well, he gave us a prophecy, crazy, and then fucked off.
His name was Call. K-A-L. Rudhart. R-double. Well, I shouldn't say W. Here, I'll put it into the chat. It's R-Q-U Heart. With a D.
Rudhart.
Rudhart. And the perpetrator, the one name that you got was Devil Dog, Tiefling.
The pooper trader.
More importantly, you all died to rats.
No. Only one guy died to rats, and he wasn't all the way dead. I got the shit kicked out of me by bandits.
Did you stabilize by yourself, or did someone use a medicine kit on you?
I think he stabilized on his own because he has 3 green things.
Yes. I believe.
Which is just insane to like let your cleric do that.
There was 8 of them.
Yeah. And no one has multi-attack yet.
No, I think Silmir stabilized with the med kit.
Oh, okay.
A med kit or a medicine check?
Medicine kit.
Okay. So you have 8 uses left. Not 9.
No, that was the one use, I think, right? Is that what?
Okay.
No, because somebody fell when we fought Jelaine.
That was me.
And we
I
used
got the shit.
short rest, I think.
Yeah, you
But
just
the bar staff had a medicine kit that we used, so we didn't have to,
yeah.
have to use mine.
Yeah, I remember you basically like weekend at Bernie's me into a bar. We went from there.
Yes, that happened.
Hello, Kitty.
Alright. Any more brain busters?
No, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to get the creative juices flowing and get my own notes ready. I got a couple PDFs open. I got my adventure open. I got my other adventures open. Do. You guys want to get started? I think I might get up for a second, actually.
All right.
Right, and then I'll start at 5:30 firm.
Yeah. We'll go grab a cup of coffee.
I'm gonna get twisty.
Oh, it's
I deserve a chance to. Why is there an MCDM badge on the biome?
What?
No. I thought the MCDM badge was like attached to the biome, sitting on his. Which confused me. I thought it was like a product or something. MCDM. Good guy. Good stream. In my opinion. if any of you guys want a short story to watch, they did a 3-episode sort of one-shot, quote unquote. That was perhaps my favorite recorded D&D session I've ever witnessed.
You ever notice how most one-shots rarely last only one session?
Well, like there was intended to cover 3 weeks of downtime
Oh.
for the other people. So that's why like they didn't want to continue with the regular campaign. Not didn't want to. People were on vacation and stuff.
They didn't want to skip ahead without the other people, essentially.
Yep.
And that's fair.
But they got one of the players to DM, and I don't know why. He just hit all the right buttons with me. He knew the voices. He was funny. When it's
Nice.
like really hard to be funny in this kind of medium.
Yeah.
There's this whole shtick where he got a props like skeleton head and was talking to it, and the skeleton was talking back, and he like shaked so the mouth moved. It was good.
All right. Are we ready?
Sure.
Oh, Steve's not here.
Making coffee.
This is going to be fun.
I think I might have actually. I keep hearing my own voice repeated to me, and it just throws me off.
It is a little weird when that happens.
I may have forgotten what I sounded like.
So as soon as the Steve gets back, we'll start.
One minute off. Where's my mouse? Transition. Knife game. There we go. I'm sorry. I'm getting old and my knee sucks, and it's taking me longer today to move up and down the stairs.
Ah, don't worry about it. Welcome everybody to D&D. D&D Wednesday, where I share my main game. This is my pet passion. This is the game that I put my hat on and say, this is why I'm here. I don't know. I want to share it with everybody, the whole world, whether you like it or not. This is a table in where D&D is played, and I got my own my own table. I love it. I couldn't say thank you enough to Steve, who hosts us here on YouTube, taking care of all the technological necessities. Steve, how you doing tonight? How's your coffee?
I'm good, man. It's still too hot to drink, but I'm excited about it.
Right on. Paul has been my player for many years. Or no, I can't say that. For a really long time.
Many sessions.
Many sessions, beyond a year now. We've been playing together. I just can't say thank you enough for being here.
Yay.
Uh, tell me about your character. Just a little bit. I skipped Steve, so Steve.
um, well, Colin is a priest, sort of. He serves Krevmore, uh, banishing the realm of undead and doing whatever he can to help his lord and his people along the way.
So, Paul, tell me more about Silmar, maybe something I don't know.
Well, Silmar is a fresh noble from Waterdeep, fresh out of the house, pretty much trying to find adventure. Wizard by trade, blade singer now by specialty.
Fresh out of his parents' house. Right on.
Pretty much.
That's you're probably kind of older for that. Hold on a second, guys. Actually, Rick, tell me more about Kato.
Well, Kato's a former soldier turned mercenary. He's got a bit of an injury that makes him that it keeps him from doing some of the stuff that he used to be able to do. But thanks to some dealings with a weird broken sword that he keeps around, he's able to make up for it in other ways at this point.
Oh, and finally, we got Tug. I'm sorry I was absent for that. I was listening. Tugin,
Mm-hmm.
a bugbear of the sea. Tell me more about thee.
I hate the fact that you rhymed. Tug. The one character in this party that probably doesn't belong here. Not the brightest. Really not good at anything besides doing what bugbears do.
He's
He's
a
really
stab.
sneaky.
bugbear.
Sneak and stab.
You see all
That's
the
what he's good at.
traps. You see all the traps.
So I don't want to spend too much time going over last week because we went over it in the pregame show, and we also you could always go back and watch it if you felt like it. But when we left off, you guys went down into this fissure caused by an earthquake in the city of Waterdeep. You went down this rope, got attacked by rats, and Kalen was knocked unconscious. You had no. I mean, you had some healing potions. You tried giving him one. It didn't resuscitate him. You did not continue to try to give him any of those potions or anything. It took him 4 hours to wake up. Upon which, you would have leveled Steve as well as the rest of the party. But Steve, while you were unconscious, you were visited by a grim spirit named Nyx, NYX. Your spirit traveled to this other realm where Nyx was, and he was filing paperwork and going over your faith and what you've done, your life, your destiny. And he was
Giving
like,
me
what
my
are you doing
plus
here?
minus
It's not your
tally.
time. And he tells you that it's not your time. And that should you continue to show up before your card is punched, the balance in life of life and death will be shifted too far towards life. So it would behoove you not to show up early.
Stop
And then Nick
dying,
simply
dummy.
waves his hand, and your spirit is shunted back into your mortal body. Nyx is a servant of your god. Let's see here.
During these 4
So
hours of waiting for him to wake up, I think Tug might have just like sat nearby and lit up one of those stank weed joints that he found in his pocket.
So I recognized everything in the vision. It wasn't mysterious in any way to me. There was nothing that stood out in that way.
I mean, he had like a Grim Reaper visage. You didn't see his face. It was a shadowy cowl, and a scythe blade. But it also kind of looked like an office environment.
All right.
So traditional Reaper.
Mm,
And a bunch of bureaucracy.
Job's
I
not
wouldn't
done
say
until the paperwork's
traditional.
complete.
but fairly
Black
traditional
Bubble,
looking.
Okay.
Probably looks a lot like the Acquisitions Inc. building, except more deathy.
Rick, I gotta do something to boost your volume, man. I have a hard time hearing you sometimes. Is there anything you can do?
I'll see what I can
Sorry. Skype is not the best at that kind of stuff.
do. Oh, hell yeah.
You put too much
Like-
money into recording our conversations than into making it work.
Anyhow, so you guys spend the time to revive Kalen. Colin. And fucking, I'm gonna be doing that for the entire campaign, apparently.
Exactly why I picked
You've
it.
been bequested. You guys know what the quest is down here, right?
Yeah,
That's why you're down
sort
here.
of.
It's a quest.
In character, I know. Out of character, I might need a reminder.
We're
Okay.
excavating to make sure there's nothing
Mm-hmm.
vicious, and then we're trying to rescue 2 of the guards that went in before us, Sarva and Yurga.
Boom.
Also, to figure out what exactly caused the sinkhole.
And you're supposed to explore all possible passageways until you've come to like a dead end in all the various tunnels and things. So when you came down here, the south is already blocked by massive chunks of rubble, which prohibit all passageway. But the north is still a shadowy, dark corridor of unknown adventure. From here, what would you guys do? Take a short rest, I suppose?
Well, we do gotta wait for the cleric to regain consciousness, so yeah, might as well.
It was
I mean, we would've-
roughly 4 o'clock when you guys came down here. So after fighting a throng of rats that were giants, it would now be 9. Go ahead and take a short rest.
So who's spending hit dice?
Who has a hit die? Well, actually, no, that's not untrue. You all gained an additional hit die because you're level 2.
Mm-hmm.
And Silmira needs to spend one because I don't like having 1 HP.
Let's see. Couldn't hurt to at least top off a little bit.
Fuck.
Oof.
And I'm guessing we're
Okay.
all using Silmira's healing kit.
Unless he objects.
Your own fucking healing kits, bitches.
Says the man with 6 hit points.
Well, Nathan, the DM, would just like to grant you Timora's blessing upon the trials that are to be endured this game session. Let's see. Is there anything else that you want to do before whatever it is that you're going to do? Proceeding.
Yeah, I think that's everything, probably.
Yeah.
All right.
How them stankweed joints feel?
They're making you feel more relaxed. That's for sure.
Okay. Okay.
Let's see. What would be the part? Like, who's gonna go ahead once you guys want to leave the beginning of this very enjoyable dungeon, if you could call it such. It's more of like the sewers of Waterdeep, the underbowels of Waterdeep.
You just had to call them bowels, didn't you? I mean, well, sewers are probably full of shit like bowels, but still.
Yeah, and they're, just like intestines, they're windy and like quite circuitous. So, who's going first? What's happening, gents?
Who's got the highest AC at the moment?
You got a whopping 15.
Same.
What?
So I guess I'm in front because I have an AC of 18.
Yep.
What
Good
happened
job.
to your armor and shield?
That is from my armor and shield.
Talking about the cleric.
Oh,
With heavy
Steve,
armor
I noticed you didn't
proficiencies.
roll your hit die. Was that intentional?
No, I'm sorry. I was focused on other crap.
Oh,
There's that.
boom.
But I get max or no. I'm trying to remember how to do this crap again.
So go ahead and add, that boom. There you go. And then remove your hit die, which I did for you. Cool.
How you feeling there, Chief?
Oh, definitely had better days. My head's ringing.
yeah, at least you're not dead.
Well, anymore.
So I learned something new in this last month about Roll20. Guys, I want you all to push the E button, hold it down, select your token, and then scroll with your mouse wheel.
And fidget spinner away.
Yes. You can turn any token into a fidget spinner on Roll20 by holding the E button and mouse wheeling your mouse wheel.
That's neat.
Being that we do
That
play
over
with facing, which is a reminder that we play with facing, this is going to be a useful control with the campaign moving forward.
Don't mind Tug spazzing out.
Speaking of moving forward, who wants to move forward from this area?
We let Kato go first.
Yep. Let us move forward because the sooner we get this done, the sooner we can get out of this literal shithole.
Well, there is one question. Are we lighting a torch so our friend Colin can see?
Candle.
You can have my lantern if you want.
Yeah. Kato casts
I thought we-
the light cantrip on our cleric's holy symbol so we can see and shit.
That's what we had done last time. That's
Yep.
what I was trying to
Ron,
remember.
can you link that light cantrip for me just so that we can reference it if we need to?
It's 2020.
Sure.
2020,
Right.
Yes. Boom, there it is. Lasts for an hour. All right, so with Kato in front, you guys would just need to willingly move yourselves off this little faded bit.
All right. Kato, lead the way.
Yep.
All right, so
I'm in the back.
I have my
as
short
you
bow out.
progress through this underpart of Waterdeep, you notice that the earthquake has sealed many passageways that once made up a network of tunnels equivalent to an underground maze. As you explore, you pass various tunnels, natural caverns, and functional sewers, maybe private to some quarter of a city at various points. Most of the side passageways are blocked with rubble. making the path of the two Waterdeep City Watch guards that you're trying to find fairly easy to follow. The path is easy to follow.
Are there
Oh, that's neat.
so the cavern section of this path we're taking, is it all natural? There are no like mining marks?
No,
or
if you were to pass through a part of this underground network that was a natural cavern, it would have been connected with various other tunnels, and just utilized rather than carved out into like an actual, room.
Mhm. But what about the starting place with the pit?
That one was the fissure itself.
And so it looked natural, or
It's
rather,
mostly natural, yeah.
okay.
All
So
right,
who's
so
looking forward, keeping track of things we come across?
Like you have something up your sleeve.
let's see, you guys find. Did you guys ever search the rats?
We assumed
mean-
that I think we assumed that the rats didn't really have anything particularly valuable on them unless people are really big old fans of rat meat.
I mean, we pretty much eviscerated them. I remember sticking one like a shish kebab through its rear end. If nothing fell off, I don't think anything will.
Okay, right. No, I just failed to mention this last session, which was at the end of that combat. I do believe you skewered a rat from its ass to its mouth,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that
Um,
sounds about right.
I'm sorry to bring this up again. It's kind of gross. But when you did that, it literally coughed up from its stomach a humanoid finger bearing a platinum ring, assumedly worth 20 gold.
Yeah, we may as well hold on to that ring.
I'm
If
sorry
it's
that I did not, mention
I
that.
assume the ring just sort of is like dangling off the end of my rapier,
Sure.
at which I point
It was more
towards.
like in its dying cough, it regurgitated this finger it had swallowed, and yeah, then at that point it hit the tip of your rapier and kebabbed straight out.
I'm gonna point. I would have pointed it towards Silmir and asked him to do some magic to clean it off.
Totally prestidigitation the fuck out of that ring.
And then I
Finger.
slide it off into his hand.
All right. I'll put it in my inventory. Finger and ring.
Did you
symbol
take
on
the
the
ring
ring?
off the finger?
No, it's still together.
Okay.
We might be able to resurrect the person using their finger.
Uh-huh. Is there any symbology on the ring,
Huh?
or just the platinum band?
From what you can see, it's just a platinum band.
Okay.
Yeah, we might be able to resurrect the person using the finger.
From what you can.
All right. Sorry I missed that little tidbit. So moving forward into the next area.
I just want to say that's the type of comment that makes me wish I'd have picked Detect Magic. From what you can see, it's just a platinum band.
You guys can go
Well.
ahead and move down to this other section here. This will be, for better or for worse, known as Section 2.
section number 2, given
Yeah.
where we're at.
Room number 2, like beyond the varied passageways, you come up into the next area of interest. And let's see, there's nobody in this room, so I'm going to spare you trying to sneak and just open up the area here for you.
Oh boy.
So
wow.
Tug and Colin, you both commissioned a map from a gnome named
Mhm.
Jerk. Is
Is
that
this
right?
written? Yep. Is this written in it anywhere?
Yes. I did mention, I gave you a verbal description of the map. I never gave you that. But this is on your map.
Oh, it's I think I found something.
Yeah, so in this room,
Something makes sense on this thing.
it's a rectangular chamber, obviously, with no real earthquake damage to speak of. Possibly because of all the buttresses right here.
Buttress.
There are,
That's a
however,
funny
4
word.
pools of liquid set into the floor. One of them's blue, one of them's green, one of them's cloudy, one of them's clear. There are
Given that we're-
carvings. Carvings on the walls seemingly depict the pools and show robed figures submerging themselves within. At the far end of the chamber stands a double door with a large, ornately carved lock.
Before moving in, I'm gonna check to see if any of these. Okay, so are the checkered floor, is that for our benefit or is there like tiles?
That's just grid for your benefit.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is the floor made of here? Stone?
It's worked stone.
Mhm.
It
Like-
almost looks like the robed figures here almost have some. I don't want to call it a cult, but maybe like some religious significance, or these are acolytes, or you know what I mean.
Are their hoods pointy and depicting
They're
a
not
cross?
that pointy. No.
I'm more worried about the fact that we had apparently there's a cult in a sewer.
Are there any notes on the map? Or is it just we can tell what it is because that's what it looks like?
It says it does have a note, and it says the trials of that which endures.
Oh, the trials of that which that's certainly ominous.
Couldn't it be like the
That was
trials of
indoors
fuzzy
watch.
bunnies or something?
Clearly, nope.
Kato, you're closest to the pool. You can see it's cloudy. Or no, that one's the clear one. Yeah, it's 10 feet deep. And it has sheer sides.
Hmm.
Can I do
What is
sort
it?
of. Go ahead.
I was just gonna ask, like, do we have any idea what's in the pool?
That's what I was about to ask.
Because like we're in a sewer and we have giant pools. I'm like afraid of what's in there.
I'm gonna take out.
Which pool are you going to look into?
The one that's directly in front of me, I guess.
Fair. It's clear. It's the clearest of all of the pools. It seems to look like clear, crystal clear water.
I ain't gonna drink it. I don't trust mysterious pools of liquid that we find in the sewer.
I wouldn't
What's it-
drink out of it anyways, just because it's a pool in a sewer.
Exactly. Exactly.
I'm gonna take out my rope and like grab one end of it, like a foot, like dangling out of my hand, and just dip it in.
You
Take it
dip
out.
the rope into the clear pool.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing
Start-
happens.
Okay. So at least it's not acidic.
This one
Well-
isn't, at least.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Well, let's look around the room before we start taking a bath. Is there any markings on the walls? Any significance to the buttresses?
There are markings on the walls. There are hieroglyphic-like drawings of dudes in cloaks dipping themselves. Actually, the word in the text is submerging themselves within. Yeah, and then the door seems to be pretty ornate. From there, with the light being where it is, it's hard to really tell. But it seems to be above average quality for sure.
Is there anything peculiar about the buttresses?
They're structural and quite sound.
I'll do the same thing to the other pools, starting with this one, I guess.
The cloudy pool.
I'll dip my rope in, see if it affects it in any significant way.
How long do you leave it in there for?
I'll say 10 seconds,
How much rope do you put in there?
like 3 inches.
Okay. Nothing happens.
I don't know if I trust that.
Is there any... Maybe it works on something else. I'll try... I'll dip the tip of my dagger. I hate these phallic references, but
They're pools. You're gonna have to put it into the pool.
yeah,
Jump
yeah,
in.
Put my
Jump
dagger
in.
in it.
So you're putting your dagger's tip into the dagger or the pool.
I just want to see if it's
And
acid.
huh?
I just want to see if it's acid. Pools of acid,
Nothing
deep
happens.
dungeon, kind of fits hand in hand,
Right?
even to a non-metagamer.
It's just one of those, don't trust any mysterious pool of water, I've learned.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, you can trust mysterious pools of water in where cultists submerge themselves in and then get out.
Yeah.
Are
If
there
they get
any
out.
symbols on the wall depicting what happens after they submerge themselves in the water?
I will have you roll uh, a perception or an investigation.
All right, that's fair.
Just him?
Well, he's the one asking the question
Okay.
and specifically looking for that. So yes. But if you want to do that, you can be like, "Oh, me too." Yeah. You don't really notice anything.
I ain't found shit. But yeah, it seems like like maybe there's something depicting them getting out.
Are there any
Or the-
signs of recent entrance?
No. Colin, you're right next to the door.
I am trying to.
You
check
have the
out
light
lock.
spell. So the double doors look like they have some kind of so first of all, they look like they're impenetrable by force. But there is there oh yeah, there is a lock, like a lock mechanism. But it looks like you see faint runes etched amongst the ornate carvings of okay, let me do that one over.
Welcome back.
All right. Yeah, there are faint runes on the lock.
Okay, so I just want to ask what I'm rolling. I want to know more about the runes, what they look like,
You
to
can
recognize them.
I will take an intelligence skill that you think is relevant. Investigation, Arcana, they seem relevant.
Investigation, Arcana.
You could maybe roll religion.
I was thinking history, but religion. No, not history.
Not really history.
I'm going religion if you're giving me that.
Okay.
20.
So these faint rooms were probably put on there via magic by some kind of divine caster. And you believe it would most definitely be transmutation magic.
All right. Well, I'll share that information with the group.
I'll look towards Silmir and ask, maybe we should just scan the whole room? Gonna waste 10 minutes anyway.
Sure.
Why is the water different colors?
Probably because someone
That
peed
could be
in
part
it.
of that could be part of the transmutative properties, but So Mary's gonna look around the glyphs and the runes and everything and see if there's any kind of clue as to a sequence and order of the bath taking or anything like that. So,
So the carvings on the walls are not colored, but you see that there's the four, and then there's this like one kind of like particular drawn, I don't, for that lack of a better term, cultist who goes in the first one, gets out, goes into the next one, gets out, goes into the next one, and does that 4 times. Um, and then you look, or here, I'll have you roll an investigation or a perception.
Mm.
You notice
better.
that like the last tile is actually smashed and missing. It's smashed on the floor below.
okay, well, like, can I try to piece the tile piece together, like making sense out of it?
It's too far
Wait.
smashed into dust and rubble.
Does anyone have mending?
Out of character, it would take hours to mend a 10-minute casting time spell, shattered pieces together.
Just an idea.
No, it's not a bad idea. You could probably do that, but it would take a long time.
But I have a general idea of the order of the bath taking from that the cultists did.
From the general nature of the tiles and everything, I would say that you're not even sure if it matters. There's like no indication into order.
Hmm.
They do it one by one, right?
Yeah.
And after the final, the shattered bath, is there a final depiction? Do they stand in front of the doors? Do they enter as soon as they got into the after they got out of the bath? What's
That's
the
what's shattered.
That's still open
Not-
to interpretation.
interpretation? Fair enough.
Yeah. I would say with a mending cantrip, it would take a couple of hours
Hmm.
to piece that tile together.
And Tug, you can't pick the lock, can you?
I can try, but
It's
Collins
within the
was
realm of possibility.
looking at symbols and things around the lock. Any chance they're magic?
If only we
Are
had
you
a
asking-
detect magic spell.
No, no. Whoa. Okay. Who wants to roll Arcana then? You could still roll Arcana.
I'll and kinda that check that thingy.
Oh yeah, you were definitely the right call on that.
18 is the roll. They are in fact magical and definitely transmutation magic. You confirm Colin's suspect. Wait, he suspected as earlier. Yeah.
Suspicions.
Suspicions.
So
Thank you.
Words are good.
there are transmutative runes, definitely magical. Um, so who feels like taking a bath?
I just hope this lock only transmutates into an open lock.
Sammy would dip his sword into the green pool and start like just poking about.
What are you doing?
Use his sword to start poking about the green pool.
Oh,
See if any-
okay. Yeah, nothing happens to your sword as
Maybe
as
that's it. Maybe that's our answer. Maybe we don't have to get in the pool.
What?
Cover your sword in all the waters of the different pools and then smack the lock with it.
Well, does it? When I take the sword out of the pool, is it still tinted green?
No, it's not tinted green. It just the green liquid drips off of it slowly.
I
But again, on the tiles, The people are fully submerged.
Well, I swish and flick some of the green liquid onto the door and see if anything happens.
Nothing happens there.
Oh.
I mean, there's some green stuff on the door. I mean, nothing spontaneous happens.
All right.
Alright.
Who wants to take a dip?
Short straw.
Fair enough.
D20
Alright.
lowest goes.
I'll pull a strand out of the rope. And I'll cut it into 4 segments of different lengths, and then I'll do the trick. Ooh.
Oh!
You rolled a 1.
What the fuck? All I needed was better than a 2. Really nice. You couldn't do this for-
All you had to do was
Sorry, Kato.
It's so funny.
Deal's a deal.
I'll step back from whichever pool he decides to jump into.
All right,
Okay.
yeah. Okay, so you're just gonna, yeah. Who gets? What's happening now? Like,
Well,
Fate's
see,
fate.
I guess I'll start with this one over here.
Wait, before you go, and I'll wrap the rope around his waist.
Good idea, just in case I get
Wrap it to
me
one of
out.
the buttresses.
You do know how to
okay,
swim,
so
right?
you're standing before the cloudy pool. What do you do?
I guess I'll jump in.
Are you gonna? It looks 10 feet deep. You're jumping in. That will probably dunk you head to toe. Right?
Thankfully, there's a rope tied around me.
So you're gonna like what? Plug your nose and jump in like with full intent to get head to toe wet here.
Yep. And then pull myself out via the rope once.
Make
That happened.
a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
You succumb to this intense itching caused by the weak acid that fills this cloudy pool.
Oh, motherfucker.
Do the green one. Do the green one.
Is
You
there
take
a
9 acid damage and gain vulnerability to acid damage.
oh boy.
Motherfucker.
Does it eat through the rope?
No.
It's like I immediately climb the fuck out of there.
Okay.
As soon as I feel slack, I'll just pull. Help him out.
I see that you still have 16 hit points on your token. Kate.
Yeah, I haven't changed that yet. It's like, okay, so there's acid in that one.
Well, I'm next. Tug heads towards the clear water. Does the whole rope trick tie to this buttress?
You're gonna tie yourself off, right on. I appreciate you drawing that out for me, but it's not required. I see what you're doing. Who's
Okay.
gonna be his safety pole in case of whatever? Who's gonna be on the rope?
I heard you, Kato. Want to help me out? No?
Sure.
Right on. And when I look back and see that there is a strong set of hands on the rope, I jump in.
Are you going with full intent to submerge yourself? I'm just asking you, like, how are you getting into the pool? Are you dipping your toe in? Are you
Let's
jumping
see.
balls deep? I mean,
Let's see. Let's do a roll. Whatever an 11 in acrobatics does.
so that's average and graceful, but I mean, are you getting totally submerged here?
Well, I'm assuming acrobatics is kind of a jump. You can't really stop yourself.
Cannonball!
Okay.
I do a flip.
You attempt to flip.
The infinite possibilities of the multiverse seep into your brain. Roll an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, I have proficiency. Okay. All right, guys. 15. Not bad.
You gain a clarity of mind that grants you advantage on wisdom, charisma, and intelligence checks and saving throws.
What?
Motherfucker, this guy gets advantage and I get burned by acid.
This
That's it.
advantage will last until the end of your next long rest.
Tug, you need to hit the other 3 pulls. That which endures.
That which endures.
You need to get through all 4 pools.
We
All
got
right.
you, buddy.
All right. Can I make
That one
an
hurt. This one is the boost. If you take the boost first, even if the other 2 hurt,
Can I
you'll
make
still be okay on the other end, yeah?
Can I make an insight check to see if he's being serious with advantage?
With advantage.
Motherfucker.
That makes sense to you. I mean, you certainly have a presence of mind now, and could potentially get through these trials a little bit easier. Potentially, you don't know what they might do. These pools. It's 50-50 chance that you have a better chance.
Listen, you already went down once. He just took a splash of acid to his face, and I don't think Sylmia can survive even a chance. I guess I am the one who's going to be testing fate today. You got that rope, Kato?
Got it.
We believe in you, Tug.
The one who must endure steps towards the pool. It is blue in color.
That should have been an advantage. A 10 to jump
Yeah,
in.
that's fine.
It's just flavor.
Cannonball.
Make a charisma saving throw at advantage.
Ooh, this is a negative modifier. But
The horrors of images of horror overwhelm your mind. You have visions of terrible calamities such as rotting flesh, crumbling edifices, and political speeches.
that's what hurts the most.
Speeches.
So the trauma imposes disadvantage on initiative rolls.
Okay. I'm too scared to act. Eventually, I freak out and start pulling on the rope and try to climb up.
Oh, time to help him out.
And I climb out just like breathless, like.
Are you okay? You good? You good? You good?
Don't drink that bung water. Ooh.
You had it in your
Radar
mouth?
never ever for open war to water deep.
Oh God, do I have to keep going?
Yes, you must.
I'm not going to tell you yes.
Maybe don't drink the water this time.
Don't
Don't
drink the
drink
water
it?
this time.
I'll hold my breath. I believe in you guys. Save me if you can. One more acrobatics check.
Nice. You deftly dive into this pool like an Olympic swimmer. It's a green pool, and by fully submerging yourself into the pool, you must make a DC 10 con save.
DC 10 con save. All right, let's do this.
It's versus poison if you have a poison thing.
No.
Okay.
Not a dwarf. Fuck.
You take a D10, which is 7 points of poison damage, and gain vulnerability to poison damage.
As soon as the pain hits and I'm fully submerged, I climb out immediately.
Yeah, with your acrobatic skill, I'm guessing like you dive as minimalist as possible and like then exit the other side quite gracefully in
It just like
a
Surface of the
parabolic
water.
like
You basically kind of dolphin your way out, like.
Tug, you don't have any fleas on your body anymore.
My face is just flushed.
So
Well,
after you
So-
do that,
not better.
Give him one of those healing potions.
I'll take anything.
a
Just for-
silver studded key, you hear like scraping in the ground coming right underneath you, Silmar, as he comes out of the water. And I'm gonna guess you harmlessly and deftly dive out of the way. Right here appears a silver key out of the floor. It's
Ooh.
polished and has red garnets. Um,
Tug,
Yeah.
don't go into that last pool. I think we have the key.
I'm like
you
Half-
should go in that last pool.
half like dazed, stumbling
No,
over.
you can do whatever you want.
No, don't let him get into the pool. There's a key. There's a key. Let's check the key first before we push him into the pool.
What if it's
The
a false
key itself looks to be worth 25 gold.
Just in metal quality.
What if maybe if we shove him
And
in
the
all over again, we'll
red
get another
garnet.
key, and we could just like sell all the keys.
But
Do I
look
jump
at
in
him.
or not?
Look at him. I don't want him to die in a pool of acid.
Also fair. Let's try the key.
I'd say I was fine, but I'm not. Do I?
Try your key then.
Whose key is it?
Whose key is it?
Oh.
I assumed it was you, Silmir, picking it up.
Oh yeah, I picked it up.
Yeah, well, you're probably still
Well,
holding
you're
it.
holding it.
Ooh.
All right, so I'll
There is
put the
door.
key. I'll put the key in the door.
Possession is 10/9 of the law.
Right on. The key does in fact unlock this door, and you all have, to some extent or another, passed the trials of that which endures.
What hurts the most?
Good job, Tug.
Let's see. I think the acid hurt the most because I took 9 damage, where you took 7 from the poison.
All right, so you continue. Should you open the door and continue along, there's nothing really there. I'll have you guys move up this way.
That con save should have been at advantage.
Nope.
No?
Only intelligence.
just the
charisma,
mental stats.
wisdom.
Just the mental.
Oh, that wasn't one of them? Okay.
Constitution is indeed not a mental stat, sadly.
Mental constitution is wisdom.
I was thinking it was a buff for pool.
So you continue on through these winding passageways, somewhere underneath Waterdeep, and you come across another room, which I'm going to try to do my best to cut out nicely. Whoops, I already messed that up. Okay, I'm not going to cut it out that nice, but it's going to be okay.
I hate the fog of war cutter. It's so finicky.
Boom.
Wow.
This room looks oddly shaped like a wine bottle.
Is it about to get flooded with wine?
No, but it
With the
is on
trial
your
of
list
those
of
that drink.
rooms that the gnome juror warned you about.
In the map or by word of mouth?
On the map that you bought from the street urchin gnome juror,
Mm-hmm.
there is a room that looks just like this, and
Any
it
notes?
is labeled in the center. And since I'll give it to you, since right there and right there on the map, there's labels, and the labels read traps.
Well,
Alright.
traps. It's a good thing we brought a rogue along.
Shut up, mate.
I mean, I think it's more about the map than whatever.
Well, I just want to point out that he did swindle us on those health potions. So
It's true.
he may have made
That is
at
your
least one
perception of the
mistake.
deal.
Well,
Anyway, he says they're traps,
ugh.
so I might as well do a little bit of light footing along, and I'll sort of gauge my steps, sort of tap my rapier along the floor in front of me. And
Okay.
sort of,
I mean, this sounds like active perception checks to me.
that's
All
what I
right.
was. Well,
I'm going
Colin
to give
can't
you
see shit.
advantage based on the general location of the trap. You just don't know what kind of trap.
Oh, we
Mhm.
get advantage, then I can see shit.
Tug gets advantage,
Oh, okay.
and you have a light cantrip, so you know you can see.
Mhm. 21. Soon perception works.
Okay, so you move forward and detect no traps with confidence and ease all the way up until this square, and you definitely know that this box area that I've marked on the map is
Mhm.
a no shit trap. You
Uh,
see on the floor signs of charring that obscures faint magic runes. It appears as though there is some form of a weak fire trap.
weak for trap. Uh, Interesting. No offense, guys, but I take out my lock picks and pliers and whatnot, and point out.
Thieves'
I don't
tools.
think these can do anything about that. And I gesture towards the magical runes. Do I see any mechanism outside of the runes themselves?
No, but you kind of like blow on the floor a little bit, I'm gonna say, to
Mm-hmm.
reveal the runes to the rest of the party. They
Okay.
were obscured by all the charred remains. Not like body remains, but like burnt remains.
So
Soot. Yes.
Can we
I'll
try scratching out one of the runes?
let me check something out first. I move back a little bit and take out a ball bearing and try to lob it into the uh, flame path, aiming specifically for one of the runes, if possible.
Roll at me like a,
Dex check?
a strength, actually.
Okay, strength check.
Thrown strength. All right, so I'm gonna say you missed the rune. The ball bearing hits the floor. There's a little bit of a flame, um, and the ball bearing goes scattering somewhere.
Okay, we'll take out another one and just clearly lob it over the trap. See if something just in the air above it would trigger it.
It does actually.
Okay, good to know. We can't jump over it.
Mm. So where's like the fire coming from? Like, is it just like appearing or?
It's a magical rune on the floor, which makes a magical effect, which is flame.
Like a jet from the rune or flame
Sure, yeah,
in
and
the
I'm gonna
area?
say that that jet like pretty much makes it to the ceiling,
Okay.
but it doesn't look like a jet stream of fire that would incinerate you. It's not insane flame.
Is there like are there runes going all along where all the like marked boxes are, or is it just
Yeah,
like
where that
oh,
box is, there's runes in every square for that
And the
10 foot.
Are they like carved or drawn?
There are magical glyphs.
hmm. What about the floor beneath us? Is it stone?
The floor underneath
Mm-hmm.
the glyphs? Yeah, it's stone, much like the rest of this area.
Okay. Well,
They're
no
magical.
offense. Silmi, you're the one who'd know about this. You went to college, right?
Yes, for the most part.
That's not a...
You mean university?
Can I roll Arcana to find out if there's any way to disable them without having to dispel a magic spell?
I will have you roll Arcana. You not only do you think that you could, you're like, oh yeah, and you just do it, and it's gonna be suppressed for about a minute now.
All right, we have 1 minute. Let's go, gent. I'll go first to show you that I'm confident in my skills.
Everybody stop. I'm gonna put you. No, everybody stop. Everybody needs to go back. Kato,
Ah, shit.
you ran into a trap. Trap triggered when you put your weight on it.
I thought he just did. I thought he just switched.
Ha!
Motherfucker!
Nobody saw this trap, but it is a pit trap, and the floor drops into a pit, and you take a what? There's no save. Okay, so you just fall into the pit and take a d6 damage.
At least it's a
Good times.
D6. It's a D6.
There we
This
go.
is some bullshit.
Trace.
Okay, so the lid remains open. You're in the pit, and the pit immediately begins filling with water flowing up from the grates on the floor, which you landed on. As that is happening, small, glowing, blue fish start clamoring about this hole in the ground. I'm going to need you to make a wisdom check.
Fuck.
Okay.
Oh man.
You're fairly certain that these fish are to be feared. And you start freaking out and splashing water, and they're biting at you. What do you do?
Trying to get my ass out of the damn hole.
The
What, more important,
Silmir.
what does the party do? Yeah. Anybody that wants to do something.
Do we
in
still
my
try to
def-
make it across?
In my defense, it was not the fire trap that got him.
I mean, do we still try to make it across before the minute is up or whatever?
Probably at least to the other side so we can at least
Well,
get to
gotta
him.
get
Yeah,
him
that,
up.
I mean, that happened within seconds, and you guys were like moving that general direction, but Kato kind of went first and fell in.
Okay.
Motherfucker.
So how deep is the pit?
It's 10 feet. It's filling up with water, and these glowing blue fish seem to be, glowing, and they're biting.
Can I make like a nature check to see like if I like know anything about the fish to be like, hey, stop panicking and they won't bite you type thing?
Sure, yeah.
Maybe drop down the rope while you're at it.
I have
don't
Those
have
are
the rope.
dangerous fish, and they could electrocute you.
I don't have the rope, so someone.
I action drop down a rope.
All right. Yeah, you can climb up with an athletics check. With the
On the
rope,
system?
it's at advantage.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Changed.
Oh, sorry.
He's like, nope, 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 nope.
Fish put the fear in him.
So you climb up, but you have these blue fish all in on your body, on the exposed parts of your skin, and you start peeling them off. Oh, Kato, stop right there. Make
Ah,
a dexterity saving throw.
Good God.
motherfucker! That was the closest square to the dude who was pulling me out.
It's a dex save.
I mean, if I was pulling, I would have moved back. Whatever. We already triggered it.
That's where you went. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, nice.
Okay, you succeed. You step on a nearly invisible rune, right? The rune emits a swirling cloud of green dye that covers everybody in this area. And you're all like, holy crap, like you cover yourself up being so close to the area. The green dye covers all the creatures that failed their dexterity saving throw. That is not you. All right, so nothing really happened. But the dye is non-toxic. I just want you to know that. Cruelty-free, pet safe, hypoallergenic. Okay, but otherwise it takes a D4 months to fade. So should you have suffered 4 months of being dyed green?
Can
Motherfucker!
I stick my sword in before it fades?
Sure.
I'm just gonna
you can
step
try.
off the thing first.
I'm just joking.
No. You have to leap forward to dodge it into the next
Right.
trap.
Exactly.
No, fuck it. I'm letting someone else go first. Fuck it. You've got the most HP right now. You're now the trap Roomba. I'm done being the trap Roomba for right now.
I mean, we decided to run. We had a minute to move 10 feet. Like you like what else did you expect? Before Colin moves, I'll say maybe I should check this out further, and I'll move to the side of this green thing unless it's dissipated.
Yeah, I mean the green cloud is dissipated.
I start doing my routine of checking for bullshit.
Traps
No
and
offense.
bullshit. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, right. Traps are bullshit.
Do I still have the advantage from the pool of water?
Yeah.
Until you next long rest, I think, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, unless some of the traps or whatever, like washed it off.
No.
A 20 as I move around.
So this is still an active trap, and you could still get dyed green from it.
Understood. Knowing
There,
that,
the runes that are there are all nearly invisible, but you perceived them.
I throw a dagger through the cloud.
Okay, nothing.
You just
nothing
want a green
happens.
dagger.
Yeah. I just want a die that lasts 4 months to be on one of my things. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
So you would, knowing that you threw the dagger through it and it didn't dye it green,
Oh,
you would probably have to drop your dagger onto the floor and then somehow pick it up.
I'll tie a piece of rope to it.
Okay,
You
there you
could
go.
also just like have a green hand.
You got yourself a simple, magically dyed green dagger.
Thank you, sir.
Does that cut through magic
For
resistance?
a month.
Does it cut through magic resistance since it's magically dyed?
So, avoiding the one that was already pre-marked on the trap, I'll make my way around to Colin, doing the same routine.
Okay. Roll for this other trap that you know should be there based on your map.
Roll what?
To
Understand it?
confirm that its existence is there?
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So again, you find here in the fourth trap of the room, it's just a, what is it? It's a trigger. Yeah, it's a trigger plate. And triggering or no, what? Area? Oh, okay. So I'm sorry. There's runes here in this region of the floor, and they're magical, but you think, based on your check, that it's not active at the moment. Something must activate the trap, but it's not currently active.
With these perception checks, I only see the 5 square feet around me.
No, I mean, yeah, you see the whole trap area.
Like, there's no wire I can follow to like a switch on the wall over here or something.
No, this is magic.
Magic. Okay. We'll call him no shit.
You think it's magic?
I mean, there's runes on the ground. I assume so.
Those are just drawings.
How about this?
Don't make fun of my drawings, Steve.
Silmir, Kato,
It's just a little red.
move back into the safe area for a second, like back here. I just want to test something. I don't want to get any backdraft in my face. Callan, you might want to move back too, and I'll throw a BB. Throw a ball bearing at the floor and over it to see if anything happens.
Nothing happens on both attempts.
I look behind me. I look across. Wish me luck, fellas. And I'll take my 10 feet of run up to try to clear the trap and end up here.
Okay. You successfully jump across without activating anything.
I turn back around. I think it's safe, guys. As long as you have a 10 strength score, you should be able to make it across.
What are these strength scores
I
you're
love how you
talking
said
about?
that in person.
Like-
That's how funny, cool.
And I sort of look at the floor before, like, sort of tapping it along as I make my way up to these doors.
Yeah, you're fine.
Tally ho, chaps.
Clearly, I don't have a 10 strength score. Clearly.
Yeah, same here.
So these double doors are ornate and they are locked.
Should I open the door first or try to help you guys get across?
Well, you said these. Can I make an Arcana check to see if, like, what would activate the runes?
What would activate the runes? Yeah, sure, absolutely. Of course you can do that. Yeah, you don't even think that stepping on the floor would activate the trap.
I'm going to try it.
Beep.
The trap does not activate.
I'm going
Even
to
though
pretend
you heard a
like
strange beep.
I'm going to pretend like I am being completely electrocuted.
And
You make
no
fun
one
of
believes
Kato,
you.
like in the blue fish.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
I almost believed you.
So funny you forgot to laugh.
+5, I still only got.
All right, so you guys are all in front of the door. You're all looking at the door.
What are the odds that fiddling with the door turns on the trap behind us?
Fairly good, I think.
I'd say pretty good.
Right. Right.
And now we're all out here.
Can I investigate or perceive the door? Whichever is applicable in this situation.
Yeah.
Which skill?
Whichever.
Let's try perception first to see if there's anything funky. Followed by an investigation, I guess.
No, it says that you could do either.
Okay.
So. Oh. Okay. Wait. Oh, whoops. Oh man.
Colin's just standing over his shoulder trying to get a look at the lock.
I'm too tall. Let's see if a crit actually affects this game.
Well, there are no critical successes on skill checks.
Well, I mean, I'm saying.
But a 25 is a 25.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
And you definitely know that there's a trap on the door, and you think it relates to the runes on the floor.
I was right, guys. I was right.
Good job. Now, can we disarm this trap?
Are you sure you want to be around me as I try to do it?
Well, I'm going to step over here, I guess. That's as far as I can go without any other risk of injury.
I mean, you could cross the thing again, although that will cut us off if we fail.
I'm not taking any chances. I'm staying on this side.
Colin, you gonna stay across?
I'll be here.
You realize that if I fail, the trap might separate us from you.
What if the trap shoots towards you?
Fair enough. Fair enough. I will.
We don't know what this trap is.
I will let the rest of you ponder on those words and figure out where you're gonna stand. Once you have
I'm
taken your
standing where I'm
positions.
standing.
Kaido,
Go for it.
all right. I guess I'll make a thieves' tool check to see if I can disarm this.
Okay.
Does it look like anything I've ever disarmed before?
I'm gonna say with the magical nature of the lock,
Mm-hmm.
no. But with the actual lock mechanism, you've seen more mechanically difficult locks to pick. But this is like your first time dealing with magical traps, I'm gonna say.
And in our time going through this room, there hasn't been any of the same kind of scripture on the walls.
Actually, there kind of was on that other door that you used the key worth 25 gold pieces on.
Is that key gone now?
No, you still have the key.
Wonder if it can be used here.
Well, let's
Anyway.
find out. And Timo is going to turn the key.
Oh, God.
You're gonna use the key?
Sure.
We'll get up there first.
I'm gonna shift off center of that doorway.
All right. You put the key in the lock, you turn it, it doesn't turn.
I wonder if
Yeah,
the
Really
creators,
ominous
nothing happens.
silence.
Nothing happens.
I wonder if the creators of the door figured, hey, there's gonna be a chance they might put the key in wrong. Maybe don't trigger the trap the first time you wiggle the door and it doesn't open.
Well, nothing happened. So, okay, you're up again.
Screw you for that. First of all, you didn't even warn me. You just sort of, while I'm staring at the door, you walk behind my back and stick a key in. God damn it.
I mean, with your long arms, it was kind of in front of you, but whatever.
All right. I'll try. Sumi, there's nothing that you can do, right? I'm just trying to unlock this door.
I tried the key and the key didn't work.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Thieves tool dexterity check.
Okay. I've been waiting my whole life. Here we are. You fail with the 24. No, you successfully picked the lock. Colin, you see a little glimmer of magic
Oh shit!
in front of you. Everybody else kind of has their back turned. Silmar kind of notices something out of the corner of his eye. It's as if, like, when he touched the door, there was a little magical arc in this marked off area.
I am going to very cautiously take my dagger and toss it onto one of the tiles in front of me.
It lands with a clank. All right, so the
Well, that
door
was
is now
anticlimactic.
unlocked.
Mm-hmm. Any saves I have to make?
No.
All right. All right. I think I did it, guys. Door seems to be open. I heard a latch clink. Oh, God. I see a turn order appear.
Ah, it's clear.
A wild turn order appeared.
All right.
That's
All right.
ominous.
All right. So,
Scary shit.
Colin, you coming? You stay across, or
Well, I'm gonna reach down and pick up my dagger first and see if anything happens at that point.
Nothing happens.
And then I'll come back here and try and get Silmir out of the damn way and take my running start and try and jump back across.
Nice. What is your strength score again? I'm sorry.
11.
Very good. Very good. You make it across without any major effort or problems.
All right, fantastic.
you can even afford to overshoot it and hit the wall.
So, something happened
I heard.
when you unlocked the door, but I don't know what. I assumed it was the trap arming.
Right then, the door seems to be open. Do I?
The doors are unlocked, but they're still closed.
Well, right. I mean, open in terms of unlocked. You want me
So
to do the
let's-
honors?
Thaumaturgy.
Oh, if you be my guest.
I was joking.
All
Well,
right.
maybe you get thaumaturgy.
Actually,
Yeah, thaumaturgy that
It's not a
shit.
bad joke.
Actually, he's right. I'll take cover behind this wall and do your magic.
All right. Well, I will. What is it? A vocal thing? Or no, it's just secret, isn't it?
Somatic.
Chug, you're moving up his face?
Well, whatever.
I'm moving like against the wall, so as not to be in front of the doors when they open.
Right.
I have been disconnected from the Roll20
Me
server.
too.
Same.
Oh, there it goes.
Yep. I'm back.
Welcome back. That was a short stint.
All right.
Okay, so
Hey,
Kato's
you
going
open
up
the door?
front. That's
Actually,
fine.
no. No. Bad things happen when I go first. Fuck that.
Yeah, well,
Where do you want to be
That was pretty
when I
funny.
open these doors?
I'm
you
gonna
gonna
be
be
over
right?
here just in case.
All right.
Okay. And I'm gonna slam the doors open with thaumaturgy.
Cool. The doors slam open. And
Towards
you
us
guys
or away?
Huh?
Towards us or away from us?
They open towards you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Well, is that unfortunate?
I mean, there's totally enough room for them to.
I wanted to push him through.
You're gonna be fine. There are stone slabs, set along the walls of this stone chamber, which hold human-sized bodies wrapped from head to toe in strips of off-white cloth. Even as the doors open, these wrapped bodies begin to rise.
I believe that's a call
Oh,
for
son of a
initiative.
bitch.
I'm at disadvantage from the
Yep.
pool.
Cool.
It doesn't work. Weird. I toggle disadvantage. So I guess I'll just roll again. Okay, change it to the 6.
All right.
And we've got zombies.
Well, hopefully we have channel ability to turn undead. Yeah, yeah,
They're not zombies. They're
Yeah.
wrapped like mummies.
Those are still undead, so maybe.
yeah, maybe, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Silmer, first to act. Oh wait, let me face these guys before we go. They're all facing you guys.
Did it not? I guess I'll just use it from there.
Mm,
First to go is the Blade Singer.
I'm going to step here and firebolt this one. 20 hit.
Absolutely.
So 9 fire damage. And then I am going to step back and use my bonus action for a Blade Song.
Very nice.
what does that sound like to the rest of us?
It's just getting to like a fighting stance for the most part.
There's no actual music or
No.
flourish involved?
Not necessarily. It's mostly like a stance, and then when I actually do use attacks and everything, that it's gonna be all like dance like and shit.
Mm-hmm. And shit. Best part.
And shit.
AC of 15.
Does
He
it
missed.
get trapped? Does it get trapped? Does it step into a trapped area?
If
Yeah.
he's
Totally
That hap-
steps in that trapped area, yeah.
I'll use my reaction to face like this.
Okay.
So does he get singed or crushed or chopped in half?
No, nothing the trap does not activate.
Bullshit! Bullshit
Fuck
trap!
yes.
Alright, so Tug,
Mm-hmm.
a second zombie comes up to you and slams you.
Mm-hmm.
You take 5 bludgeoning damage.
5. Shit,
Keiko.
guys.
Can use my reaction to like.
No, it's your turn. You don't have to use your reaction.
Oh, well, in that case, I just turn to face this guy, and well, let's see. Gonna take a swing with the war pick because it's right fucking there. Jesus Christ!
Right
Nice.
on. You pummel the meat of this undead with your war pick.
8 zombies or mommy, undead suck.
Colin.
Yep, that'll be it.
All right. So Colin is gonna grab his fucking thing.
Holy
I can't
symbol?
remember what it's called. The holy symbol, but I can't remember what the actual thing is called. The pendant that he wears around his rosary, and it's still gleaming with this spotlight that you've bestowed upon it, and is going to launch into this loud, rambling speech about how the undead need to return and face their sentence with the Lord Krevmore. And that'll be
Turn
there.
undead.
30-foot radius.
So they need to beat a wisdom save, I believe. Yes, 13. And it should be all 4 of them.
Yeah. The majority of them failed their save. However, one succeeded.
Is there a visible appearance of being affected? Or do we not know whether or not they've been affected?
I'm going to say you know which ones are affected, which ones aren't.
So there's like a holy glow among the ones
They
that
look frightened.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Just wanted to clarify.
Yeah, that's a good question. Cool. So the one zombie who still has your ire, Colin, comes up to you. And swipes at you. And hits an AC of 18
Yeah, that'll hit.
for 7 bludgeoning damage.
7. Select. Why can't I select? Did you select? Is that why I can't select? Okay.
All right, Sir Tug.
Tug will. Fuck, should I make the attempt? 'Cause I can't move otherwise. So when he stepped on the runes, nothing happened, right?
Uh-huh. And he's still standing on them. This particular undead does not look very dexterous. So he's like fumbling on these runes on the floor.
This might be the worst decision I've ever made, but let's try it. I will bonus action disengage.
Okay.
And can I move horizontally bottom left through them?
Yeah.
They can't take reactions as it turned.
And I'll step into this space, or like, yeah, this space.
Okay.
Oh shit.
And I'll face this way, take out my short bow, and make an attack against this one.
Okay.
Normal attack. Miss. That's my turn.
So this one zombie is gonna go. Let's see. He has to spend his action to move.
It's full turn.
It's full turn. All right,
So I guess a dash.
They basically just run.
Yeah.
For its action, it can use only the dash action or try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving.
Still
There's nowhere to move. The creature can use the dodge action.
I'm going to try to shocking grasp the one in the corner, which is kind of fun of a.
We're we allowed to attack around corners like that?
Yeah, he gets half cover.
Yeah.
Okay.
That will hit regardless of cover.
4 lightning damage.
Nice. All right, this zombie recoils from Colin. And we'll move there.
Come on, go through the fire trap. Go through the fire trap.
Since it was
No, I don't think you want it.
Burning zombie.
though my
Also, I don't
question is
think it
'cause
would willingly move into a.
It doesn't know it's trapped.
So which way would the one right in front of him move? Rule-wise, it can
on that
go
note,
towards Kato
considering
or left and right.
on that note, the one that was right in front of me, did that provoke an attack of opportunity?
It did.
Yeah. Well, might as well take a swing at it.
Okay.
So, I would think that one
You hit.
Woo!
would have gone.
You do
That's
10
already
points of
good.
damage.
And you break the
And
turn.
hitting it actually would stop it from being turned.
Oh.
So
Shit.
that would have happened right about there. You would have attacked it and hit it, and then it would have just turned around and come and slammed you. Which it missed.
Now we know, as player characters for future reference, not to hit things that he's turned.
Yes. It remains turned until it takes any damage.
Yep.
Yep.
So that was its turn. The other one ran away down the hallway. Colin, you want to take attack of opportunity against it? Go ahead. Kato.
He knows his own effect.
Well, this guy's right in front of me, so
Damn, with those over 20s.
where were you earlier when I needed you?
It's 23 points of damage to this one.
Let's see. So DC is
14, I think.
all right. So that kills the zombie. How do you do this?
So, like, as the zombie tries to slam me, he's like, nope, and then comes around right through the head and takes the head clean off because zombie.
Nice. The zombie head's a little upset about it, but you just stomp it once and it's over.
Yep.
Colin.
Turn and Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame. He fails his dexterity saving throw and takes the radiant damage, but still exists.
Something. I'm cautious about moving in that room. I'm gonna stay here for now.
He swipes back at you with a vicious slam attack, slamming into your armor and dealing no damage. We'll move to Tugin.
One more time. Let's take out my short. Well, my short bow's already out. I'll knock an arrow and try to shoot it. 13.
13 will hit.
I assume I have sneak attack for it being
Yeah.
within 5 feet.
Yep, you
8
wiped
points
it
of
out.
damage.
Or actually, no, that's not true. Wait a minute. So 8 damage, huh?
Low roll.
All right. It still remains with just 1 hit point.
And I will move here. That's my move.
So, Colin, you see in the dim light through the doorway, these zombies are staying away from you, but only to a degree of something like 30 feet.
I believe they just keep running.
Oh, wait. No, they have to keep moving. Huh? Oh, okay. My bad. It's been a while.
Although, wait, no. It can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of you. So once it's outside of 30 feet, it can move wherever it wants, but not closer.
Okay.
I don't know how the two phrases, a turn creature must spend its turns moving away as far away from you as it can, and willingly move to a space within 30 feet of you cancel out or not.
Right, I'm on it. It's cool.
So, I guess that just has to do more with path of movement.
Oh, okay.
Like, if he can't go left and you're to the right, then he can move to the right, but he's got to stay outside of 30 feet.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. If he can't move, it just takes a dodge action.
Right. No, yeah. These guys are like continuing to move down the hallway. I just don't want them to like move too far down the hallway.
I mean, it's 10 turns of movement, dashing.
Quick. Are these guys not taking any bonuses for radiant damage?
Wait, when did you do radiant damage?
Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame.
Oh, right. No, that does do something to zombies, but nothing like additional damage wise.
Okay.
Yeah. So that zombie moves on, and Silmare.
I will try Shocking Grasp again.
From around the corner.
You in these 20s.
You hit.
Oh, 12.
5 points of lightning damage.
All right, and it still remains though at 1 hit point.
I'm going to move down 1.
This fucking thing.
Kato.
And swinging at it with the war pick.
Ooh.
A critical hit. How do you do this?
Let's see. Is it dead or is it still alive?
It's fucking dead.
So he winds up, nails this thing in the head, and sends it flying into the pit trap over there.
Okay. Very nice.
Thankfully, I moved aside.
The fish are excited to get something to eat.
Gross.
You're just like gross. All right, so Kato, is that it?
Yep.
All right, Colin.
So, oh, that's not the button I wanted to click. I'm gonna step into the room. 5, 10, 15, 20. That's 25. So this is gonna cause issues with you, because of the multiple rooms and things. And I'm sorry, but I am going. I assume I don't see anything right now with my.
No, you have
thing.
you can see these zombies in the dim light 40 feet away.
And they're still running, but I don't see any other threats at that point.
No, you just see some more tunnels leading onwards.
I'm not going to cast anything. I'm going to let them run. Wait for the party to catch up.
Are you sure you don't want to try to kill these undead somehow? I don't understand why you're not like taking a dodge action or moving more forward with a dash action or doing something.
Because I tend to get killed when I do those things.
So take the dodge action, I guess. It only benefits your ability to not get hit.
Okay.
I really don't like it when a player doesn't do anything.
Understood.
So even if it's like dodging or holding a ready action, anyhow.
Yeah, okay. I guess I'm gonna ready the sixth flame again, in case something comes down the hallway at us. And then I'll use the full 30 instead of just stopping short.
Okay. So Tug, it's your turn.
I'll move across the trapped area. Does anything trigger?
No.
And when I cross the threshold of the doors, I'll sort of drop into a prone position and attempt a stealth check.
Okay.
Just against
You can do that.
the
As long as you're not stealthing from your party members.
yeah. So I crit. So there's that. And then I move my last 5 feet into this position. So I use my movement and my bonus action. I'll look towards Colin and prepare an arrow against the one over here. I don't know how far it is in actuality. Is it 50
It's
feet
50
away?
feet.
And should he make the call, I'll try to take it down from range. I have 60 feet of dark vision.
And Colin is
Yeah, I'll give you the nod. Colin gives the nod.
I'll make my attack. I'm at advantage from being hidden, or no?
Yeah. Okay, go ahead, roll damage.
Oh, that was just the sneak.
All right.
That was still a D6 though.
He's coming back for you guys. Yeah.
Sacred Flame.
All right.
And condition was met with him
Yeah.
running hell up the hallway.
Totally. He takes the damage.
Right.
And it's his turn to slam you. Or no, he dashed. My bad. And then, yeah, still there.
I'm going to go over here and turn. Haha. And firebolt that one that came back.
Firebolt misses.
Oof.
Damn it. Oh well, that's everything.
Do we see it make a right turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna like reveal my little fake hallway here. Not that you would see down there. Kato.
Ready? And making with the war pick again.
All right, you put it to 1 hit point.
Nice.
Finish it, Colin.
Colin.
It's on this last step.
Roll it again. I don't think that's going to do it.
How do you do this?
Oh, I'm going to turn. Let's see, because he's still to the side of me. I'm not even going to turn my full body. I'm just going to kind of toss it right out from under my arm and right up under his chin.
Pocket Sacred Flame.
Pop his head right off.
And sacred uppercut of flame.
Yeah.
Excellent. So Tug, it's your turn.
Oh, we're still in initiative. Shit. It's difficult terrain through allies, right?
Yeah, but you can go like this.
True. Okay.
But that would be 3 squares of movement.
Which would
Anyhow.
still be difficult terrain, yeah.
Yeah. My bad. Hold on. I'll fix
So,
that.
25 feet. Do I have to continue? I forgot how stealth works in combat. If nothing sees me, do I keep my stealth or do I roll again?
Well, you took that action to attack, so I'm gonna require you to make another stealth.
Okay, so I will move here. Bonus action stealth. Normal. An 11. I don't know how well I stealth, but I will then action dash up to a corner that I can see. I guess.
Cool. So like right here.
Sure.
Well, wherever you want.
And do I see another path over here, or no?
No.
So I'll gesture behind, and anybody with dark vision will see. I'll put up one finger and point towards the thing.
Cool. Silmer.
I'm going to. Let's see. 10, 15, 25, 30. Go through there. And I guess I'll dash over here. And that'd be both my steps.
I'm not going to move the zombie, just because we're running out of map. Kato's turn.
But he's about 60 feet if he dashes, or more.
I'm just going to leave him there and have him take the dodge action, given on the basis that he can't see Colin.
Okay.
Just so that we can wrap up this combat. It's not going to make a huge difference. But I'll have you guys go through the paces, rolling dice and stuff.
Everybody readies. Whoever's last makes the attack.
Can't quite get far enough to get him in line of sight, so that's it for me right there.
You could dash and just make it however far else you gotta go.
I figured I'll end up over here. That way I can at least see the thing and blast it on the next turn if someone else hasn't already blasted.
Go ahead, Colin.
Trying to figure out exactly how I can do this. So that'll put me 30. Can I see down the hallway from there?
Let's see here.
And then he's still 60 feet from that point, correct? 45.
He'll have 3/4 cover.
There's no cover on Sacred Flame.
Don't tell him that. You're not supposed to tell him that.
He would
You
know how the
ruined
spells
my
work.
zombies' plan.
Zombies don't have plans. They just sort of go. Brains.
The question is are you going to take the shot right now?
How he's moving at 30, right? Fuck it, I'm taking the shot.
Yeah, because that means he doesn't have to run.
Oh,
He's boringly.
not very well.
All right, I don't have the character sheet open, but screw it. He gets a -2 on his dex roll.
Failed.
All right, that failed. He takes 2 points of radiant damage. It's radiant damage. Tug.
Bonus action, hide. I don't know how 12 works. Am I seen? Am I not seen?
You think you are unseen.
Well, that affects my roll for a short bow attack. Do I have advantage?
Yeah,
or
no,
not?
you get advantage and stuff. Yeah, go ahead.
Didn't need it.
All right, so 12 damage?
13.
13. My bad. That is damage. Silmare.
I will Firebolt.
Firebolts. Firebolts of lightning.
Is that 13 hit?
Very, very
That hits.
frightening.
Yay. 3 fire damage. Ooh.
It's the smell of burnt flesh hits your nose.
Are
And this
killing it.
zomboy comes rampaging down with a dash action, becoming surrounded, cares not for its own safety. Kato.
Yeah, shit.
Free action?
Oh, wait, it's my turn. Yeah.
Do we have free actions?
Free,
Oh, yeah,
what
turn.
kind of free action?
No, forget it.
Okay, go, Kato.
Kill it with fire?
Oh, you war picked. It is still around. It refuses to leave.
Damn, that usually works.
Colin.
All right. Yeah, guys, have at it.
Here we go again. Hey.
The radiant damage
Did some decent damage.
bypasses its undead fortitude, and any speck of little radiant damage at this point just releases the soul that animates this corpse, and it drops like a sack of bricks.
Because I'm next, can I make one move before we end combat?
Sure.
I jump around the corner, make a blatant stare towards Kato, and then I look at its rear flank and make a stab with advantage. Hopefully he gets the message.
I don't know if you're watching our Skype window or the stream or
No,
anything,
I'm not. I'm
but I'm
not
sitting
paying. I
here.
got so much.
I'm sitting here like pantomiming, like rotate around, get around behind
Oh.
it,
Get to the flank. Get to the flank.
trying to keep my mouth shut.
That's why I questioned the free action.
Okay, yeah, I had no idea. I still kind of have like no idea. But you guys did have a good idea when you turned those zombies.
Yay!
Gonna be right back. Dinner's ready.
Yeah, let's go ahead and take a mid-session break.
Fair enough.
Take a Tanner.
We're gonna take a 10.
All right. See you guys soon.
We'll do the after combat thing
Awesome.
after break.
Alrighty. Don't forget the mics are lit. Live.
I have 2 hit points left.
It's been some fun so far. I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
You guys are pretty beat up, but it's been a fun beat up, not a really shitty beat up.
There's been some amusing moments along the way.
The lightning fish were particularly dangerous.
We should probably check on the zombie that fell in with them.
The door. You guys are so freaked out about the last trap. It's funny. Didn't do anything the whole fight.
Listen, that's the issue with seasoned D&D players. They're aware of what could go wrong.
Oh, so you're a seasoned D&D player now, huh?
Okay, no, I'm a virgin. I'm sorry. I've never played this game. What's an initiative?
That's why I play this game, because I have no initiative.
Ooh. With the self-deprecation, I approve.
No, but what I mean by that is that I'm not very dexterous. I'm not. I don't have I don't have the alert feat. It's the D&D is at a pace that I can gestate, metabolize.
Vocabilification.
Your mental dictionary is superb, my friend.
Rick did this. What did Rick
I'd
do?
like
His
to
YouTube
say
videos falling into the chat.
that I supported the Nerdarchy Kickstarter, and it's gonna be a beautiful thing.
And further out of the box encounters book,
Yeah, exactly.
if I had like if I wasn't like running low on money and still jobless, I probably would have backed that too, because that looked good. It looked to be like a really handy tool overall.
I'm gonna be trying to incorporate some of it into my campaign here. So you're welcome, motherfuckers. Is Paul back?
Not yet.
Yeah, I am.
Oh.
No video yet. He's stalking.
He's silent. The gang is here.
So, dude, I'm gonna be muting myself every so often when I'm eating food. That way, you don't have to hear the horrifying sounds of me eating things. Just letting you know.
He's coughing. He's coughing. I want to time this right when he sits down.
Those are some fat bong rips.
Cough it off. die.
Smoking that weed, dude.
So we get like 700 experience points.
And a
Three.
diamond dildo. No. I should have said
One of those is
butt.
worth it. You decide which one it is.
No, each gain 50 experience.
We each get 50.
Each?
Each.
Okay.
50 XP each for the zomboys.
Currently at 382. Can I get a confirm?
Tracking.
Cool.
Did you get anything for the trials? Oh yeah, you got the okay. Let's see. So on the zombies, would you search the zombies?
Totally search
Of
the
course.
zombies.
They each wear a
doesn't
silver
search a
necklace
zombie?
worth 10 gold.
So do we each want to
Four
hold on
zombies,
to
four
a silver
people, four
necklace, or do you want to just compile it with the other stuff that I got?
It's silver necklace is party until we can liquefy it, I guess.
On one of these slabs,
There were 4 zombies, right? Or 5?
4 of them.
Well, can we even get to the one that's in the pit?
Well, the water should have.
That was just the head. So the necklace is laying on the floor in the middle of the die trap.
Okay. I guess with my reach, I'll use my rapier, pull it out.
Okay.
I don't know if it stains my hand green or anything.
Nah, you're good.
Unless you want it to be green, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, is there anything interesting on the slabs?
Yes.
They have-
On the slabs, there are decapitated. Sorry. Depeditated bodies.
Missing
And
feet?
yes, they're missing their feet. They've been depeditated. It's quite strange. Also, there's a potion of healing and a scroll.
Oh,
We need that potion.
Yeah, we do. Who's gonna hold the potion
This
of healing?
potion is there regardless of how badly you need it.
well, first off, who
Uh,
remembers the copy glitch for 5th edition? Is it up, down, left, right, left, right?
Fucking that
Up,
stopped
up,
working.
down, up,
Go up, 2
That
down,
was
left, right.
down,
Yay.
up, down,
Start.
left, right.
that stopped working in prior editions.
Oh, shit.
No, you said 5th edition glitch. I can't say that. Anyhow, so yeah, there's no duplication glitch, and there's also a scroll.
What kind of scroll?
yeah.
What's on the scroll?
Mhm.
Dust.
Well, I would blow the dust and then be like, okay, let me see what spells on the scroll. Or what?
Oh, it looks
done.
like some kind of clerical scroll.
This is some religious mumbo jumbo. Colin,
It's a scroll of
Hi.
bless.
here, some religious mumbo jumbo. It makes no sense to me.
Hi. I think I recognize it. Thank you.
Now, as far as this potion of healing, who's gonna hold on to it?
I don't know. Wait, wrong accent. I
How
don't
about
know.
the dude that can cast it?
The potion
Well-
of healing?
Well, Colin's obviously going to get the
Oh, the
scroll.
potion of healing rather.
As for the potion, I don't care. I'll move slightly faster than the rest of you, so I can administer it if you need it.
Sure. I say we give it to Tug, since he tends to also get into the heat of battle and things like that.
Thanks, guys. As I'll gesture to the numerous wounds on my body, maybe I I mean, I can't go on, guys. As blood drips from every pore.
Maybe taking a moment to just catch our breaths wouldn't hurt.
I don't think I can catch my breath anymore, man.
Well, yeah, the holes probably would make that a little bit difficult.
There's nothing to catch. I need to sleep.
Well, we got to find some secure place to sleep then, because we don't want to make sure that, at least it's defendable.
Right, yeah, sleeping here would be fucking terrible idea. Is what your characters are telling your players.
This is the part where we retreat and say we had enough for one day.
Sleep what, in the trap room?
I mean, I remember there was a fine establishment topside.
Yeah, it was like somebody's lantern shop. Not that you guys went and bothered to buy a lantern before coming down here.
I have one,
Oh, okay.
so I didn't think.
I was wondering. I was like, wow, they went into the darkness without the lantern shop. It's okay.
Most of us have dark vision.
Do whatever you want. Yeah.
like
So
I mean,
down the dark tunnel or up for fresh air, gentlemen.
I don't want to force you guys into anything, but I won't be much use after the next swing against me.
I'm just concerned about these traps reactivating.
Fair point.
But I do understand the merit of surviving through rest and all that good shit.
Well,
so
just to point out, the floor over here, I'll point to it, doesn't work. We know the general radius of the gas trap. We know not to step into the pit. And I believe you said a code word or like snapped your fingers and turned this off for a minute.
Now, knowing is half the battle.
well, hopefully this one doesn't work forever.
There's also the point. Do the doors close again? Can we move them openly?
Yeah, you want to close them and you reach and
If they
grab
move?
the door and close it?
Well, not on us now. I'm just saying, does it move openly?
Yeah, it appears to be a free moving door.
We could close this door and the door across. I don't know. We'll keep anyone from coming in. We have the key to that one. I could probably do some tool bits to close this one.
Just have to be mindful of the traps, and it should be all right. Theoretically.
and rest in the trap room.
I mean, it's the safest place now that we know
True.
about everything in here.
Yeah, we do know where all the traps are.
I assume if we use the key on this door to the left and nobody deactivates this trap, we'll have a good alarm system should anyone come from these doors. Again, suggestion, we could just crawl all the way back, climb up the rope, assuming we have the strength.
Crazy as it sounds, I agree.
Yeah.
We stay in the trap room.
We at least know where the traps are, and we know where the vulnerable spots are, and we could always take shifts on watch if needed.
I mean, it is pushing like 10 o'clock at night here in Waterdeep. So
moving further, we would face exhaustion anyway.
Yeah.
So let's see if our bedrolls will provide comfort. So Colin moves across.
Dibs. Dibs. I call dibs on this spot.
Well, presumably we want to be here, because I can't... We can lock that door with the key, can't we?
Yeah.
To the left. But I don't know how my tools will work for this one.
So I'll disable the fire trap for a minute again, so we can get
Okay,
across.
roll Arcana.
Another Arcana. Is that the same password? Oh shit.
You seemingly disabled the trap.
I'll use my thieves' tools to attempt to re-engage the locking mechanism on the
Okay.
a check, or do I remember how?
Just do another check.
Cool. Dexterity based.
Nice. Takes you minimal effort.
Despite my damage condition, and I'll take a nice step behind Silmir over here.
Don't brag. It's easy to lock a lock.
You try it.
You just push it closed.
Okay, so your long rest in between a locked door and a fire trap underneath city water deep in the sewers goes relatively uneventful.
Oh, oh, I was expecting survival checks and shit like that.
All right.
All right. Do we have any indication of how much time we've passed? Is Silmir
Or not.
keeping track using his super brain? No?
Not that super brained.
Mm. All right.
Okay, so I mean, after I'm gonna say like 8.5 hours, presumably, um, you guys wake up feeling better, but smelling
Rested at
worse.
least.
Better, but slightly worse. I don't know what that means. I don't care to know.
Better, but we smell like sewer.
Mm-hmm.
I prestidigitation away the smell of sewer.
Leave it on. It helps with the sneaky.
Does it? Does it really?
So you
Well, if I
guys
smell like the
regain your
environment.
spell slots and you regain a hit die,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't regain your hit points. Do the rules we're playing with the slow natural healing.
Wait, what?
I think.
I don't
Let's
know
check.
if we.
I thought we just agreed to we need a medical kit to short rest.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Because
Dream a
otherwise
little
a long
dream.
rest is a week.
Healing.
I'm confused. I don't remember.
No, yeah, it's in there. Under the pin board for the campaign rules. Slow natural healing. Healer's kit dependency and slow natural healing. It's not a gritty realism rule. It's like another rule.
So we don't. I'm confused.
I think the slow natural healing is we have to also use hit die to heal.
Right, but we don't have any. So
You do. You now
Regain.
have one that you could use at the end of your long rest.
but we don't gain. Okay, okay. So we just can't take another short rest after this.
I
Alright.
mean, it depends on whether or not you have your hit die still.
Well, we wouldn't because we'd use it to. You know,
Yep.
I'm at 2. Kind of need to use it.
I mean, this is probably the
Oh.
first instance in where this crap has mattered, so I know it's depressing.
Well, we are level 2 now, so we do have like 2 hit die each.
Well,
we
right,
get-
but you
and
only
we
have
only
half
regain
your hit
half.
dice
We only
back.
get the one back.
Yeah, because at a long rest you only regain half your hit die.
We should all be at. Unless you use this one, we should all be at 0.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you don't use this one. So we wake up, and how we feeling, boys?
Not
Better.
great.
At least
Better.
I have access to some of my arcane prowess again. I feel energized enough to cast spells.
Any help you can give us, Mr. Colin?
We did get all our slots back, right?
Yes.
Did you have one left
Sure, I didn't.
at the end of the before the long rest?
I did.
Okay, so
Shit.
you would have known to have used that for healing.
Yes. So how does that thing work with the? God damn
What
it,
spell
am
do you
I
want to
trying
cast?
Think of. Oh, that's only at 0. Okay, sorry. Looking up things.
Well, here's what you could do. You could knock me out to 0 hit points and restore full. That's a metagame there.
No.
So I
Can't
don't
do
see that you
damage.
have cure wounds, so it would have to be a healing word.
Yeah. I was reading it, but
You can prepare today.
Still. Oh yeah.
so it would be the cast from last night.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
So that's 4.
To who?
That wasn't super effective.
To who?
Oh, that would have gone to Tug at that point for sure.
Oh, yeah,
Sweet.
because he's
Because he was at 2
bloodied
and
still.
yeah.
So roll
So
up
then
above
we get
11.
it all back for overnight,
Yep,
Mhm.
and then you
and
can
then
prepare spells.
we're looking pretty good. Honestly.
All right. So what's the plan? Keep moving.
Yep.
Onward, it seems.
Faith,
All right.
bless. I'm gonna lose guiding.
All right, so
Well, I have to open the door again.
Oh yeah. Forgot about that.
Tool check.
sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
You lock the door so well you can't open it.
Man, I locked it with a natural 20, so I don't know if a 21 will unlock it.
Yeah, it unlocks. It does. That's not exactly how it works.
Okay.
You're not making a lock. You're picking a lock. So when you beat the DC, I just make it like easier, or quicker, or
Mhm.
more with more showmanship kind of thing. So yeah, you guys move forward into some more tunnels here. It's an extensive tunnel system. Uh, but it's not on the map. In fact, like from the bottled room on the map, it's like the trail on the map is just like one little thin pencil line, and then it just kind of goes into this conceptual map drawing of like a crisscross matching of just like a nebulous layer of extensive tunnel systems, most of which have been collapsed, and you're following pretty much a single side passage um, that now exists.
Well, we've been paid or hired to inspect every dead end.
Right, and that's what you're doing. You're almost forced to go this one way. There's very few side corridors
Mm-hmm.
that they don't go very far in the rubble, right? So you're not snaking down 100 feet just to come back up and be like it's empty. It's like, oh, it's full of rubble.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Wonder what even
but
made.
it's been a while now, so to pick up the trail left behind by the sergeant and constable, I'll have someone, a representative of the party, roll a survival check.
Who wants to do it?
Who would
Can we
be the most
assist each
surviving?
other? If I was level 3, I'd have a massive bonus, but I'm not.
I'm I'll take it. I'm gonna roll with my inspiration I've been sitting on since the beginning of this.
Do you have guidance? The spell
That would
guidance?
be a cantrip.
No.
Okay.
Okay, all right. I mean, but you probably have a high wisdom, and you probably
Oh yeah, he is a cleric.
will roll well, given the
They tend
fact
to
that
be
you have.
real wise guys.
2 14s.
All right.
Not phenomenal, but
You pick up the trail.
not horrible.
You do not veer off the trail. You stay on the trail, and the trail leads to an area where a cave-in occurred sometime, potentially after the constable and the sergeant passed through this area. You might have to clear the cave-in.
Oh shit.
Manual labor.
Am I going to be the grunt here?
So, in case you haven't done a skill check challenge in the past, this is a challenge that requires some creativity in the usage of skills and some successful checks. If you're going to clear the path, it's going to take some time. And if you have a skill that you deem worthy, go ahead and tell me how you might use it in this situation. There's a lot of debris. And some of the structural stuff itself doesn't look too great.
Right, so trying to blast the debris out of the way might not be a good idea. Then it's what you're saying.
Yeah, that'd be really bad.
Good to know. Good
That
to
would
know.
cause more destruction, right?
I will try to investigate the debris to see like which one would like kind of deduce the one where if I remove one rock, a whole bunch of them are gonna fall apart. Kind of like the work smart, not hard type approach to
Right.
it.
So you're gonna do the pickup sticks kind of trick here, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
So nah.
Well, on your cursory investigation, you don't you don't find any like perfect rock to pull out, but you do notice that there's like a passageway that you could take to circumnavigate a large majority of this passageway. So you find like a bypass.
Okay. So I definitely uh inform my fellows about that little loophole.
There's just like some rubble that needs to be maybe taken care of here at the end of your new route through this like twisting passageways of Swiss cheese rubble.
So that's good news,
Is
but it
it-
kind of sucks because I was going to do the same thing with my insight.
Is the new rubble as
So,
structural?
if you want, what were you going to use your insight?
Yeah, to look at the structure. I was going to
I don't know
try
if
to.
insight would really be a skill to use in this situation.
Okay.
Does the new
But,
rubble seem structural?
huh?
Does the new rubble, the one at the end of this passageway, the secret
Oh,
passageway, is it structural? Or can be moved without issue? To collapse the passage.
potentially you would have to try.
I mean, I can't disarm the rubble, so I'm strong enough to maybe move it. That's all I can really give you.
You could do athletics. Um,
Would powerful build give me any benefit? Maybe not advantage, but just a DC based one.
actually, I am going to give you advantage based on the notes that I'm reading.
All right. I'll make a little passageway that seems structurally safe. Ooh.
Not
All right.
bad.
Because of your powerful build, you're able to do this large amount of work that would normally seem quite exhausting.
Mm-hmm.
And clear the path for the rest of your team.
All right, guys. Way ahead's right
Yay.
there. All right, move it. 4 collapses on us.
All right, let's move.
All right, as you move through into the next passageways, following the paths of City Guard, you notice just some weird underground, overgrown vines emerging from the walls in this next passageway.
Vines. What the fuck? Is this some underground forest going on?
I don't know. You're not really sure. Are you trained in nature or anything?
Next level, I will be.
Okay, well, this is a fiat for that rite of passage here. Unless someone else wants to hold up the torch for the party.
Can I assist? Give advantage or no?
I'm not trained in it,
You're intelligent.
but yeah. Nah.
Okay, you've read about this in a book. This is something that like the college kids would experiment with.
Would they smoke it?
No,
Do I smell my stank weed? And
they would like bloodlet themselves with it. It's what the emo kids did.
what the fuck?
It's called bloodweed. Bloodweed. It's a carnivorous plant that feeds on creatures by draining their blood with its thorns. Right. So the emo kids that want to cut themselves, they would use this to do that.
So what I'm hearing is kill it with fire.
I was about to say that.
Well, do you want me to try killing it with fire?
Yes, kill it with fire.
Wait, do you know if it's sentient?
Do I know if it's sentient?
No.
It eats
It's
blood.
not sentient.
It's not
It's
gonna
just really
get angry.
thorny.
Okay.
It's just made of awful is all.
And it's blocking our path, right? So we need to burn it to get fire, or can we just avoid it?
You could. You definitely can avoid it. And it looks like it would take all day with some loppers to cut this out.
Right. I did the rock thing. I'm not gonna cut through this. This one's up to you, gents.
Well, you shoot fire. Make with the fire.
Whip.
All right.
Sacred flame.
So he'll sacred flame and now firebolt.
Not radiant damage is kind of like fire, but is not exactly
No,
fire.
it's not gonna count.
It's like shining a really bright
This
flashlight.
is nice. All right. So utilizing the fire spell will give you guys an advantage on trying to circumnavigate your way through these passageways, but will still require either athletics, acrobatics, or if you're trained in it, survival.
A group skill or each?
Each.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least we get advantage.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
I'll try to jump through it, I guess.
That's all right. That's pretty good.
Ooh.
That's a
Ooh.
little stinky.
I'm the worst.
All right.
How much
None
damage
of
do I take?
you
I am neither
managed
strong or dexterous.
to hurt yourselves on these thorns as you circumnavigate this dangerous vine environmental hazard. And then you come into maybe what is perhaps going to be our last thing in the theater of the mind here, which is, I think I might have a handout. Do I have a handout? Where are the handouts?
In the
Yes,
handout
here it
folder.
is. The obligatory acid pit.
Of course.
Adios, mio. Wow, it's even called the
That's
obligatory
literally
acid
what the
pit.
text calls it, is an obligatory acid.
Yeah, I love it. That's funny.
Hmm.
All
I
right,
do
so
not want to take another
the
swim
pit
in acid.
trap is open, and
Filled with acid.
you see the acid and the bones floating in there, and it looks like really terrible. What are you guys gonna do?
How big is
How-
the acid
yeah.
pit? How big is obligatory acid pit?
It's a 5 foot wide. You could totally just bypass it.
What?
Yeah, it's open on the floor there.
So we could just like jump over it.
Yeah.
Is it like as
Make sure there's-
murky as
Maybe we should
the
make sure.
picture?
Maybe we should make sure there's like no other obligatory acid pit past that one acid pit.
If you want,
Yeah.
I'll check. I'll make sure that there's no trap doors into more acid pits
Okay.
or anything of the like.
Let's see.
Perception
I
or
didn't see what your
investigation?
roll was. You're gonna have to roll like something.
All right, let's do perception. Ooh,
Okay.
I don't think
Don't
there's
notice
anything.
anything else.
Back to my question: is the acid clear or is it murky?
It's the same color as it is in the handout.
So like a mucus.
Yeah, it's
Consistency.
mucusy.
Okay. I was thinking, I got this flask of oil, right? My hooded lantern. I mean, no one's using it. I could just dish the oil, maybe grab me an acid flask.
I thought you were about to
Yes.
suggest that you start burning the top of the acid, which I thought was going to be a horrible idea.
Well, yeah, I have a
Are you
degree in
sure?
chemistry that's going to release toxic fumes.
So are we sure the acid won't melt the flask?
Isn't it common knowledge acid and glass don't mix?
It's not
Or at
really
least let me
something
try. Let me try.
Yeah,
I'll
I
dip
mean,
the
if you want to try
corner.
it, go for it.
I'll lean over the edge and dip the corner of the acid the flask, the glass flask, and try to dip it in.
Just wondering where you got a
Sorry about
glass
that, gents.
flask.
A flask of oil.
So you're gonna attempt to empty a bottle and then fill it up with this stuff.
I have a flask of oil, and I'm wondering before I
I'll
empty
have
the
you
oil.
roll a sleight of hand.
Okay, that was probably expected. Ooh,
Okay, you put your hand into the acid as you do so. And take a D4 of acid damage.
Oh no!
ooh.
Oh,
That was the worst idea I could have come up with. Never doing anything. Listen to you guys from now on. Tell me what to do.
Well, unless we can navigate the obligatory acid pit.
Okay. You walk around it.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, I'm following.
I'm waiting to see what the DM says before I follow, just in case.
Right?
I could cry right now. That is so hilarious to me how this happened. I still got somebody with the acid pit. I just okay.
I didn't know that like just seeing if it'll touch the glass and melt it would require me to take damage. That happened.
What probably happens like a bubble welled up and just went like right in your face.
You know what? I didn't really resolve the action, so what I'm gonna do is basically flip a coin, and so you are able to retain the bottle of acid or whatever,
The flask of oil.
in the flask that previously held the oil.
Okay. Okay.
You emptied the oil, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. Cool.
Now there's an oily pool of acid.
Let's move along.
Yes.
Okay,
So,
let me
is
see
it safe?
here.
Is it safe to circumnavigate the obligatory acid pit?
Yes, it is.
I had to
Before-
make sure that there wasn't like an obligatory acid pit by the obligatory acid pit first, but yes, now that we know we can, might as well.
Right?
We're gonna fall into the obligatory arrow
I'm
trap,
gonna jump over.
followed by the obligatory swinging axes.
The obligatory like saw trap, right?
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget the obligatory boulder.
No.
Gotta have
Go
a
ahead and
chase
move
you.
yourselves down here, and we'll move it in the
Oh, that was a
next
big jump.
sub passageway. All right, so I think that's about as far as you guys can see.
Oh god, what happened?
One more.
There we go.
I can see up to there,
Oh, okay.
60 feet.
I can see all the way to here.
No, you also have the dim light of the 20 feet. So 40.
So this passage expands into a natural cavern
Go here.
whose ceiling is obscured by thick, dusty webs. You see what appears to be a cocoon in this square. And if you were to go around the corner, you would probably see that one as well.
What square?
The one around the corner. You're not quite sure.
Giant
Well,
webs. This isn't gonna be good.
Which cocoon
So-
can we see? Where is it?
Right here.
I think you might be on the wrong there.
Oh, here we go. I'm a shite. Boom, right there. And then maybe around that corner, you see like the edge of one. You know what I mean?
Okay. Should I light the webs on top on fire just to be safe?
Yes, do it.
Listen to you know. I ain't doing shit but myself.
I
I mean,
use
if
firebolt
cocoon,
on.
we could try and sneak past it.
I firebolt the
No,
webs.
never mind. That's a
I
bad idea.
firebolt the webs
Oh shit.
on the ceiling.
Okay. So the webs like aren't everywhere, but the webs that contain this cocoon, you light them. It's like this big bit of all in this corner, and by doing so, this cocoon would probably drop, explode. You don't know how it's going to exactly react to the fire, but it's definitely going to make contact. Is that something you want to do?
Well, I just thought like the ones at the ceiling above us, and hopefully there's nothing like it would light the ceiling on fire. I
Like
didn't
the
want
ones above you are like all minuscule. The only major cobwebs are going to be like right here and here. It's not just fully blanketed full of
to.
cobwebs.
Okay, then I imagined differently. So then yeah, I'm not gonna light them on fire. That's fine.
That's okay. Yeah, no, I'm trying to help you get you there. That's
Yeah.
my job.
So we should definitely check out the cocoon, see if it what's in it. But I am not gonna be the one doing it because
Well, may
I just get like my the cloth of my clothes like now wearing armor.
you want me to sneak ahead, see what I'll see?
Sounds like a plan. Oh no, the webs are going everywhere.
Well, yeah, I'm just to try to help you guys.
Are there giant spiders in the webs? Because it seems like a place where giant spiders might be. It seems
Probably.
likely.
It's likely.
So what's the plan? You send me ahead or what?
For that, I'll make Kato roll perception.
Kato?
He asked the question.
Yeah, about the giant spiders. Kato.
He's locked up on my screen.
No, he's moving.
Yeah. Kato,
Kato?
you're gonna.
Perception check, Kato.
Perception.
Sorry, man. I think we were
It's
having
a-
an internet thing.
Yeah. There it is. Accidentally clicked it twice.
It's okay. Yeah, you don't see any direct signs of spider, but you do see all these webs, and you're not an idiot. Just because you rolled poorly doesn't mean
It's like
that you don't
webs
have your
usually
suspicions.
equals
But you don't see any legs or fangs.
yet.
Tug, see if we can scout ahead and see what is with the cocoon. If there's anyone maybe still alive in it.
All right, fair enough. You mind moving back a little so I don't?
Wait. Mm,
Yes, Colin.
in case they're not quite alive, not quite dead. Maybe I should look at it first.
Listen, I was just suggesting. If you have a better idea, I digress to you.
Just let me check it out.
Apparently, I can't make good decisions.
Sense the presence of undead.
60 feet.
Yeah, no undead detected.
Okay. A little more comfortable now.
All right, scout ahead.
All right. Is Colin's holy symbol lit by Cato at this moment?
Yes. Yes,
So you might
as well. It's a cantrip.
right. So you might want to give me some space so I don't. Whatever. I'll just make a stealth check.
Right on, yeah. You guys back up to allow him the shadow he needs to
Mm-hmm. All right.
operate.
Stealth.
Does the light come out like a glow or like a spotlight from the front of the?
I imagine it's sort of like a glow.
Well, I mean, if it's your holy symbol, you can grasp it and cover it.
I think I just turn it around, point it in my chest.
All right, so you fairly quietly.
I'll
Move
make my
forward.
way forward to the corners, as rogues are wont to do.
I'm gonna keep an eye on him and prepare a firebolt on anything that might flash out at him.
And I guess I'll have my short bow out for anything not within melee range.
Okay.
Once I breach this corner, do I see anything hiding over here? Or they get this
Roll a perception check.
perception.
Okay, let me go through the various things that you might see. Number one, you see a giant spider den. And that giant spider den is here. It is in the floor, and it looks as if it's like a dust-filled depression and some kind of like maybe sand spider that hides in the sand, right? Is fucking in there. I'm gonna go ahead and reveal him.
Well, I'd
because
only
you
see
don't-
this far.
Oh, well,
I mean, that's not my job to keep track.
yeah. I'm just gonna put you right there.
Okay.
There you go.
That's where you saw it.
So there's the spider basically that's hiding in the dirt.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't really disturbed any of the webs yet.
I'd be
I knew there was a big damn spider. I knew there was gonna be a big damn spider.
Now, you also detect 3 more cocoons. Let's see. One there. Give me a second.
and they're like hanging from the ceiling.
They're hanging in the webs, which are supported in the ceiling and on the walls and on the floors in the radius of these webs, right?
So each cocoon has multiple like strands of support.
Yes.
Okay. So I can't cut one and let it fall.
So 2 of the cocoons have a suspiciously humanoid shape.
Makes sense. So if that's all I'll see, I'll facing forward. I'll sort of quietly try to move back ever so slightly and approach the group again. Let me know if anything happens. As soon as I get within like whispering distance, I'll say, "There's a lot of cocoons, and I think we found our 2 missing soldiers, deceased."
Are you sure they're deceased?
Well, the wrapping of webbing that they were in didn't seem to be shaking in any way. Kato, you were right. There's a spider around 80 feet that way.
I knew it.
So what's the plan, guys?
Well, we gotta make sure verify these cocoon people are our soldiers, and then we also gotta verify are they dead or alive. And you only saw one spider, or is there more spiders?
I saw the one. Might be more. I don't know. Not
Well, we should
not
probably deal with the spiders before trying to get a closer look at the cocoons, because
Can you ball
Wow.
bearings one of the webs make it shake?
we could certainly try.
I can I can possibly do something similar with thermaturgy.
That's
Causes harmless tremors in the ground.
that
Yeah, let's see if we
was
can let's see if we can draw out the spider instead of
it's a good idea.
and get the drop on it as opposed to it getting the drop on us.
Okay, so where do we want to set up?
I mean, I can hit it with arrows from a good distance, 60 feet.
Which
See
one?
if they
Which
will.
one?
Try and draw
Which
it
one
out.
has the humanoid cocoons?
The ones towards the middle, past the ones we can see from here.
Okay. So one of the webs that doesn't have one of the humanoid cocoons, I say that's the one that we target, and try to shoot the thing from a distance.
Everyone got range?
we got some ranged abilities in my arsenal, yeah.
Fair enough.
Thaumaturgy hit.
So who's making the move?
30 feet. I'll have to move forward somewhat.
Good luck.
So I'm gonna move like
Not too badly.
over here.
Well, to be fair, you could just do it towards us, and then we. I mean, obviously, you can't tell exactly where the tremor is. Do it towards us. It's just gonna come here, and then we light it up at the precise moment.
So just be ready.
Or
You see something coming.
I'll try to hide in the cracks of the natural cavern as much as I can, if possible.
Okay.
If I can hit down here.
Get there.
All right, let's ambush a spider.
So, what are you guys doing to activate the webs again?
I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy and cause a small, harmless tremor in the earth that's attached to the web, right in Xian area, and just try and draw it out. Try and make it think something is in the web, kind of pulse at it.
And I have my short bow readied.
And I'm ready in a firebolt.
Getting an Eldritch Blast ready.
Before we do this, I'll whisper, let me take the first shot. If it's not prepared, I'm quite good at this.
Sounds like a plan.
Yep.
And I'll let him make the, that's how it goes. Thaumaturgy. There it is.
Okay. So you create the sound and the vibration or whatever, and the spider seems to react. I don't know if anyone can see it. Can anyone see it from there?
No.
Technically, no.
Right. So you hear like a scuttle, but you don't actually see the spider come out of its hiding spot.
Interesting. How long do we...
And if you would all roll nature checks for me.
Everyone.
Not sure. Oof. 11, 4, 6, 13.
All right, so Tug and Silmare, you would know that the insignificant webs that you're all standing on right now are all connected to the greater web network, and you're fairly certain that this spider is already aware of your present location based on that. So the vibrations went off, and it's almost like not fooled by it.
Fair enough. So what's the plan?
Try again.
Try again.
I'm just saying we could.
Yeah.
You got a better idea? We move closer?
Either that or maybe light the webs on fire.
That might work. Give us some room to breathe, literally.
That also
Well,
might
let's go.
burn any potential evidence you may want to recover from any of these cocoons that may or may not be the thing that you're looking for.
Right. I guess at this point we just move forward as a group, try not to get isolated.
That
Face
probably
hug.
sounds like the best. I'm gonna cast, get my cured leather out and cast a mage armor on myself real quick.
Very
Okay.
nice.
I think if we all move about another 40 or 50 feet and try to run the thaumaturgy again closer to it, we can still get the drop.
Well, it kind of
Or
knows
we could
from like
possibly just
from the web in our boots. It kind of knows where we are already. So
didn't know spiders were that good.
yeah, apparently. So let's just cautiously try to go for it, I guess, and check some of these cocoons to keep an eye out for the spider to make sure it doesn't try to get a drop on one of us.
All right. Who's on point?
If someone wanted to try to get a line of sight on the spider in the nest, I would let you shoot at it with a disadvantage and like half cover due to the sand. But you could take a free pop shot at it.
Wait, Kato.
It's
Mhm.
basically it's being a spider.
Mm-hmm. Could you cast light on my arrow as I release it?
You can do it before.
I could cast it before, and that's probably gonna be a bit easier.
Well, right. I just don't want.
That'll knock the light off of Colin, so we need something for him to be able to see.
Well, right. I just want to illuminate the area the spider might be in.
Well, one thing, let me just double check some of the specifics on the spell, just because, like, I'm pretty sure it's not that you don't have to worry that you can cast it on multiple things, but
When you
I
cast it
want
on
to double
something
check.
else, it drops the first one.
Yeah.
Oh.
You can only have one instance of the spell up, basically.
Ah.
I don't know. It might
But
help.
look at it yourself. I would encourage you to do so. For sure.
Might help, might not. Other case, let's move
Oh
up.
yeah, that's right. Yep.
I guess I'll go first then. Do I remake my stealth checks? Or do I automatically fail as being part of a group?
Well, the spider can sense you because of the web sense. So attempting a stealth check, would be frivolous.
Futile. Okay. So it's not just these areas, it's basically webbing all over the floor.
Yeah, there's like minor webbing that would not capture a medium-sized humanoid or is nothing to worry about, but is still
Transfers vibrations.
enough to transmit information into the web.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's move forward then.
The dungeon wide web.
So you guys did take the light spell down then, or no?
No, not yet, not yet.
Okay.
No.
So I can still see for the time being.
Mhm.
Yeah.
If you want, I
So
can give you
let's
my
check
lens.
some of
I
these
will be
cocoons and
I will
cautiously
be
keep an eye
following
on
at
that
a
spider.
decent distance. Probably
Somebody's
somewhere
scared
here.
of spiders.
Yeah.
So we moving?
Yes.
All right, I'll keep my short bow prepared as I move forward.
Okay.
Farther forward, I guess. Until I get a line of sight on something, maybe.
I'm gonna use my sword to try to cut this cocoon down.
Okay.
And then see if I can open it up and see what's inside.
Cool. You start doing that. Let's see. What is in there? Let's get to what is in there. And then after I tell you what's in there, everybody roll initiative.
Ah
Of
shit.
course.
It's such a surprise.
Where's my core sheet?
Apparently it is.
All right.
Holy
So you find the corpse of a giant rat.
Gross.
I know that's not very exciting. That was enough web effery for the spider to I don't know, come out of its hole. I don't know why. So what are you doing, Silmar?
Do I see the spider in the hole?
Do we hear skittering again?
Yeah, I'm gonna say it just took its move because otherwise, why are we in initiative? All right, so it moved up.
Okay. I am going to cast a firebolt at it, and then go into a blade tongue.
Firebolt misses. Blake Sun activated. Colin.
Yeah, I think at this point, Sacred Flame is the way to go.
Sacred Flame, dexterity saving throw, success, no damage. Moving to Kato unless you have a bonus action or move action.
I am gonna move forward with Silmir, but I'll hold the bonuses for now.
Nice. Kato.
All right. So first off, bonus action. X-Blade's curse on the big damn spider. And then gonna swing the war pick at it.
War pick go. Damage taken. So another +2 for your proficiency modifier on the damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
-7.
Yeah, this seemed like a good time to whip out the curse. It just felt right. And that'll be it for me.
All right. Fuck. Bite attack on Tug here. Oh, I hit.
I'm down.
All right, 6 piercing damage plus 7 piercing damage. You're down.
Oh shit.
The damage reduces the target to 0 hit points. The target becomes stable, but poisoned for 1 hour.
At least you're stable.
So
Yeah.
question.
That's interesting.
Oh, okay. So I'm stable.
Even after regaining hit points, you will be poisoned in this way. Also, you are paralyzed while poisoned in this way.
Doesn't he make a con save for the poison, or is it automatic?
I'm going to succeed DC on the fields. Oh, yeah. Whoops. But yeah, but it wouldn't, yeah, make a DC for the poison, but it's not going to make a difference because you had 7 hit points. So even on half damage, you're going to be reduced to 0 hit points and then poisoned for an hour and paralyzed while poisoned in this way.
Okay. So there's no point in even making it.
I mean, if you want to. I kind of glossed over the fact, but you are entitled to it.
Sure.
It's weird that the DC is not there.
So you're basically just down for an hour before we can do anything with you.
Yeah, that's a dirt nap if I've ever seen one.
Because even if we heal right now, you're just gonna lose it.
Tug, you're dreaming of big, fat, hairy bugbear breasts.
With spider
Okay.
fangs on them. With
But
spider
yeah, with
fangs.
spider eyes.
Right.
Silmare.
Uh, let's try another firebolt.
Firebolt. Well, on. It strikes the giant spider's thorax or whatever it is.
For 6 fire damage.
6 fire damage. And it screeches in pain. Kalen.
What do I... So I've got this prepared. I'm going to cast Shield of Faith as a bonus action on Kato. So you, sir,
Okay.
have a +2 bonus to your AC for the next 10 minutes.
Yes. You're concentrating.
And I am concentrating.
It's a bonus action.
And
Yes,
that
it
was
is.
a bonus.
So then I'll still try and attack. Not very well, but...
Spider's got 8 legs. He's fairly dexterous, but you still manage to strike him.
What is... I have to get way closer for that.
Mr. Kato.
Yeah, that's it.
AC of 20.
Bang it out,
Yeah.
homeboy.
There.
AC
So-
20 Kato.
First thing. Bonus action.
Concentration. Wrathful Smite. Very nice. Psychic.
And then. And War Pick. Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, but you're still concentrating, so I'm going to put that concentration bubble on you.
Yeah.
All right. Spider is bloody. The spider is going to take the disengage action. And it's going to climb up diagonally 40 feet.
We need to kill it.
Damn right.
Tug.
I'm stable, but unconscious.
Stable is a good thing. Still Mary.
I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Can I see the spider?
Let's see here.
Took the disengage action, so technically you can't hide.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just looking at all that. Yeah, he's up there.
I will magic missile him.
Magic missiles.
Good
1,
old fashioned
2, 3.
guaranteed damage.
How do you do this?
I just kind of like bullet barrage him until it stops moving or until it goes all like legs up and writhing and all that shit.
And it falls into its like nest where it hides into the sand.
The agent shooting at Neo in the Matrix, except the spider doesn't have any powers to stop bullets.
Right.
And you each gain 50 experience. You're out of combat.
Even me?
And,
Yeah.
and because it died, the curse I placed on it heals me.
Yes.
432? Am I doing my math right?
Yes. Alright, Colin, you tend to tug. I want to see what's in these cocoons.
I'm paralyzed for an hour.
So
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's really not much.
I don't have anything to cure the poison, so we just kind of have to wait this one out.
Yeah, but the thing is also we don't have hit die, so he's gonna need some hit points somehow.
I understand. And when the poison is gone,
Yeah.
then I can do it. We've got an hour.
Well, I still get the hit points. And I'll be awake, at least.
You're like,
I want to search shit.
yeah, I'm checking out all these cocoons and seeing what's going on.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. So which one do you want to search first?
I'll go with this one first.
Okay, that is a corpse. It belongs to a kobold.
Does the
He
kobold have
was,
anything?
huh?
Does the kobold have anything worth a damn?
Yeah. He seems to be a kobold explorer, and on his person, he still has a vial of acid, a flask of alchemist fire, and a vial of antitoxin.
Hey, maybe that might be able to help Tug out a little bit. Who knows?
Yeah. I give the antitoxin to Connors. Like, was this gonna help him?
Perfect.
It's not going to help his hit point situation.
Might help the poison situation. I mean, it's like, yeah.
So at that point, I'll cast Healing Word at level 2, wake him up, hopefully with 7 hit points, and give him...
I don't believe you have a second level spell slot.
No?
Yeah, we don't have
Oh,
second level spell slots to
I don't
level
have to
3.
tell me. Alright, so he gets 4 points.
Well, he was at 0, so he gets max. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm at 0,
He's
so
at
it's 7.
0.
So you got 4 hit points from that.
He's a grave cleric. If I'm
Yeah,
at
so
0, he
He
heals
gets 7
max.
points
Oh,
for
what is
Circle
that?
Mortality? Yes.
Okay.
First level, manipulate the line between life and death.
On each die. Okay, so.
So it's 1
7.
die, he gets 7 points.
Oh, funny. Okay. It's what you actually rolled. All right, 7 hit points for Todd.
Coincidentally. And then I will give him the... What did we say was the antitoxin?
vial of antitoxin.
Yeah, because he's still poisoned, and by poisoned I mean paralyzed as well.
Oh, well then I will administer the antitoxin.
Do
Oh,
I even have...
wait. Somebody roll something on what antitoxin does.
I feel
I
that'd
was
be a
about to
medicine.
mention.
Would that be medicine?
Thanks for not mentioning it, Eric, considering you're paralyzed. Yeah, so a vial of antitoxin provides advantage on saving throws
saves.
against poison for an hour, but doesn't remove poison.
So you might as well just let me ride it out. Barely breathing.
Maybe that's how that kobold ended up there. Okay, so Tug is as stiff as a corpse for the next hour, and you guys search some more cocoons.
Am I burbling?
Only if you want to.
I'll burble a little bit.
Only if you want to. All right, so this one, Silmare, is another rat corpse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
This
this
is
one?
the largest cocoon. You undo it all, and you find a deceased, a runty, deceased Waterdavian city guard, presumably Constable Boot. He's missing his hand. It looks like it has been gnawed off, but pretty badly gnawed off. Anyhow, he's missing his fingers. It's like so he also has on his body a flask of holy water and a potion of healing.
Can I make a personal check to myself, being able to see this, but not be able to tell them of it?
You're facing that way.
Does it seem like
why not.
maybe the first rats we killed might have been the ones carrying the fingers of him inside them?
Yeah, possibly.
Perhaps that platinum ring was his all along?
Well, like I said, I had the finger. We can resurrect him.
Oh my god. Just keep that the whole campaign. Dear Constable
What
Boot,
kind
we'll
of
never
armor does Constable Boot have?
I'm gonna
And
say
weapons, armor and
leather
weapons.
armor and a rapier.
Well, since he's not using it, I guess I can take those if anyone else needs them. Yes, no? Anyone?
What
Burble, burble,
what'd
burp.
what'd you find on him again?
So he has he has leather armor, a rapier that has a vial of holy water and a potion of healing, and he's missing parts of his hand. But I'm guessing that this finger might, and I can I actually like reattach, like
You
check.
can line up the cracks and
Yeah.
check the puzzle piece, and it fits relatively okay. There's a missing connection bit, which
Skin
was
tones match.
presumably somebody's lunch as well, but it matches. The complexion of the skin matches.
So yeah, we can always bring him back. But if he doesn't need his weapon and armor, I could use it technically.
Burble, burble, burble.
Colin, do you have anything against this? Does Kellenborg have anything against this?
No.
You could use the armor, like, because
I
you're a wizard and you don't start with armor.
and
That
now
was
that I'm a blade singer, I'm proficient in light armor.
Yeah, okay, wow. That's a stinker. Okay. So you're gonna jack this city guard leather duds.
Does it have an
Dude.
imprint of the guard?
No, I mean it does, but they're very small.
Mhm.
The main thing that you'll have to admit is like the tabard.
Mhm.
You know.
There's no like if found, bring to lost loved one.
It just has the brand of like, the city guard
Mhm.
on like small parts.
Fair enough.
Does he have like dog tags so we can use those as proof of recovery?
No, but you presume to have his signet ring. Yeah.
All right. So, what's this last cocoon?
You cut open that cocoon and find yet another dead rat corpse. Seems to be the primary source of food for this now deceased giant spider.
I cut open the giant rat's stomach and see if anything comes out.
Just putrid, vile.
Are there more fingers? Are there more fingers?
No more fingers or anything.
Partially disintegrated.
You find a copper piece.
Whoop! A penny.
Rats are disgusting.
Hey, penny's a penny. But I'm gonna, but I'll take the rapier and the armor of Sir Boot.
Constable Boot. Yander was his first name.
So, am I being carried or am I waiting this out?
Who's strong enough to carry him? Because
Nobody.
I don't want to
Yeah.
drag him. I don't want to drag
Colin?
him, and I don't
I'm
want to
gonna
drag him
try.
and be all.
Let me actually look up the weight for a bugbear. Weird. It doesn't say. Imagine if I'm powerful build. I weigh at least 200 pounds.
Yeah, at least.
Big
I don't
son
know.
bitch.
With a strength score of 15, how many feet do I drag him across the floor?
You can drag him at half speed. So if you took the dash action 30 feet around.
All right.
Well, you can't really dash out of combat. That's like sprinting. You can't really try to sprint and drag me at the same time.
Right. So should we
Also-
just buckle down and for the hour and make sure no one eats him?
Probably a
Burble,
good
burble,
idea.
burble.
But
Yeah,
probably easier
you
than
can
trying to
take a
drag
short
Zach.
rest and not roll a hit die.
I think he's trying to talk to us.
But I can at
What
least
is
get
it,
my
Tom?
blade song back
What
with the
is it?
short rest.
Yeah, you get a spell back, huh, or whatever.
I get my spell slots back.
I think this is an excellent time to call it for the night, gents. I don't know.
Seems like a decent conclusion point.
Yeah.
Fair.
Pre-midnight is weird.
Just about 9 o'clock exactly.
Yeah, it's like 6 minutes till midnight on the East Coast.
This is weird though.
Well,
What's weird?
We finished before midnight.
Yeah. It's just weird.
We finished right on time. Is that what we did?
Mm-hmm.
It's weird. That's weird.
We don't usually.
Well, I thought it was an excellent play. Like there was
Yeah.
there wasn't a whole lot of social stuff this game.
It was your traditional dungeon crawl.
Yeah, but there was a lot of exploration and an okay amount of combat. I really liked the part where you got out of the trap and fell into the other trap.
Yeah, I was like,
that was my favorite part as well.
frustrating as that was, it was also funny as hell. So
It's gonna be cool looking at
It's
looking
like-
on that tape.
son of a bitch.
Right?
Thanks for taking it all in stride tonight. I know traps could be really unfun sometimes, but you guys did good.
Instant death traps I find are full on bullshit, but those traps are more funny than anything else.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, that's what you got to do with the trap is not make it so terrible. Like everybody wants to make the killer death trap, but
Like,
players don't want to play
well,
in killer death.
the way I've always seen it is like with the killer death trap, like basically if a TPK happens or something like that, technically you lose because at that point the campaign sort of dies.
Yeah.
It's like the idea is to see it through all the way after all.
I think the best trap just kind of takes a couple resources away, is all.
Mm-hmm. Spend a spell slot or a potion.
Spell slot is a hit potion, a hit die.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when my group did Tomb of Annihilation, one of the most useful items that we had was a crate of iron bars, which we then shoved into a bag of holding that my dwarf character kept in his beard, and used those to fuck up so many traps. To the point where the DM just like, as the big bad evil guy would just come in and like comment like, "Oh god damn it!" It's like that one was expensive.
Are we moving too slow, guys, or is this a good pace?
We're going at a good pace. I find.
I feel like the healing makes it feel more real, and that makes it kind of more shitty and a little slower maybe, but I'm liking it. I don't know.
It's up to you. You're the DM.
Yeah, if we need to make a change in the future because we're all unhappy with it, then we can.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, it's like I'm used to like it being like the without the healing restrictions, but I'm willing to at least see how it goes for a bit.
It's a little more interesting, at least. It's a little more like, oh, what's gonna happen?
It's definitely more. You got to stay in full tactical mode 100% of the time.
Yeah, and that's what I want to do.
Well, we have to recruit another healer just to keep up with it.
Maybe.
Okay, well, I'm gonna leave you to the rest of your Thursday morning, Friday night, whatever, or
It's still
Wednesday
night here. It's only 9.
Whatever the case
Question.
may be. Thanks for playing D&D.
So we're at 4:32.
Like always, we'll try to do it again next week.
Yes, we're at 4:32.
Got 4:32.
Cool.
Yep.